live. Jody, we're live?
Yo.
Troy City Mortgage, the official mortgage provider of the Bobby Kudo Show. David Pereira, our great friend. Reach out to him, 508-207-5864. Today, February livecast, episode numero 5. My co-host, David Sousa.
Yo.
And our special
Don't
guest
sleep
today. Oh, dude, is
where'd he go?
where is he?
Where is he?
Wait, he's not here yet.
He's not here yet.
So we're gonna keep the seat warm,
Yep.
and hopefully at some point he'll show up, and we'll all be fine. Guys, I'm so glad to be here again. I can't believe it's been a week.
Been a week already.
It's been a week, and what a friggin' week
That
it's
was
been,
quick.
dude. It's been insane.
Yeah.
I gotta tell you, everybody's been reaching out to me.
Yeah.
The phone doesn't stop. People are more intrigued.
Yeah.
People are more involved with the show. People
Yeah.
are asking questions. I think the message is clear. People know that we're here and we are unswayable, David. Like
We are.
the truth. The truth is undeniable, and
Absolutely.
we're going to toe that line here, and there's no deviating from that. And if anybody wants anything different, you know where you can go and get misleading information, which is fine. You know, because I think the more people are watching and paying attention, I think the more they appreciate the value of quality content, right?
I agree.
Because if you can turn on a certain show, you know, like the Bobby Kudo Show, for example, you know you're going to be entertained. You're not quite sure who's going to be sitting in that seat. It could be a liberal idea. It could be a conservative idea.
Sure.
It could be a total crazy idea.
Yeah.
But the truth is, that's what the show's about. It's about the flexibility in our society, brother. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
right?
absolutely.
Right?
No, I
Seriously.
totally agree.
You know?
I feel like we've only heard one side for so long.
Yeah.
And it's nice to see a little bit of balance. Or it's not even a balance at this point because we know it's still not balanced, right? But we know that without a show like this, you know, you're getting information from one source, only that one source.
Absolutely. You know,
here you have a different option. If some of our information aligns with their information, well then there's some truth to that.
Yeah.
We're not saying that they're always wrong, but you know, most of the time it's misinformation or misleading information to sway you a certain way.
Agreed.
We don't do that.
No, we don't do that.
We don't do
what
that.
I'd like to do is I'd like to invite the audience. If you're new to the show, welcome. We appreciate you being here. If you're someone that's been here for a while, I invite you to go back. Go watch the beginning of it, because I'm gonna say something now that I think proof positive to most recent events that have happened recently. You know, and I'm actually referring to the Pawtucket shooting.
Yeah.
And what I keep saying is, everyone, what we don't realize is that we have not suffered the consequences of what we allowed to happen yet, right?
Yeah.
So the children that were graduating high school in 2000, they are in the workforce now. These are young adults. These are the mid 20-year-olds who should be the trendsetters, right? But in fact, they're a society of people that are unable to do unmanaged tasks, right? They can do it, but they need straight direction on how to do it, right? There's no thinking outside of the box and saying, "Hey, here's this puzzle. Figure out
it out by themselves.
the most efficient way." I'm not painting this with a broad brush, but what I'm saying is it's the majority, and this is my own personal experience, right?
Yeah.
Because in the type of work that I do when I'm not podcasting, I'm in the trades, right? So I talk to and speak to a lot of almost all trades, right?
Yeah.
More recently, drywall, right? So I'm talking to this gentleman, and he says to me, "Bobby," and again, this is, he's like, I don't have any workers," and he goes, "And the reason I don't is because obviously people are afraid. These people." What's that?
Keep going.
I'm sorry, good.
I don't think we're on.
What do you mean? Why not?
I don't see anything live. Are we live?
Yeah, I'm sharing it right
You
now.
showing live? Okay.
Yeah. I'm sharing it everywhere right now.
Why isn't it going through for me? I'm sorry to interrupt.
You interrupted the show.
I'm so sorry.
Now,
I'm so sorry.
So anyway, what he said to me was, I don't have the workforce, right? Because everybody's afraid to come to work because of ICE. And again, just doing the math, this is a reality to the consequence, right?
Correct.
So most of the people that do this type of work, like drywall, and again,
I'm in that space.
and this is
So,
yes, and so in my needs, dude, my needs are above residential, right? So I'm in a medical world.
Yeah,
so
totally different world.
What I need is, hey, listen, this is bad right now. I need this done. I need this done in 5 hours.
Yep.
So to me, I don't care if you show up with 13, 20 people. What matters to me is that you have the manpower to get this done in the appropriate amount of time that I need it done, because everything with me is schedules.
Correct.
So here we are in a society now that we are struggling with people to do. And people are like, oh, well, if you deport these people, then there's nobody to do the jobs. Well, the truth is we have the people to do the jobs, but the problem is none of these children have been taught. Like, none of them have gone to like a trade school or given the option to go to a trade school where they could learn electrical work, carpentry. You know, dude. These are industries that are, look, again. Anybody can look at the stream here, like building and commercial building, and like it's on there, like it's never stops. It's a constant. So if you could have iron workers and people that know how to weld, like that is what you need in society. You know what I mean? Like right now, I think we're struggling with that because we don't have the personnel to do it. So what happens when you don't have the dude, outsource everything?
Well, you know how many? So I went to a trade school. You know how many of those kids, actually graduated school and still did the trade that they chose? A lot of them didn't. They all went to different things, and a lot of them didn't even end up in any kind of trade. So I think what ends up happening is, with this young, especially now with this generations of like the youth, what ends up happening is they grew up differently than we did. Right? We grew up in a time where a trade was something. You know what I'm saying? You were almost expected. If you're a boy living, especially in this city, you were going to pick up a trade, right? You're going to be either construction or some sort of like that. I don't know how many construction guys I already know. There's so many. And so I think they are raised a certain way, not the way that we were raised. They have a little easier, right? They think they can do different jobs, which is perfectly fine, but then it leaves this big gap. Now, when it comes to immigration, I work in the trades. I see it every day.
Yeah.
The trades are filled with a lot of...
The problem is you don't have backfill for that.
Yeah.
So fine, look, you got to deport these people. Okay, you got to deport them.
But why deport them?
But the truth is... No, I'm saying, but that's a whole other conversation.
I understand.
What I'm saying, and we can get to that. We can talk about that. What I'm saying now is, look, what do you do now? Like, so, for example, in my situation, I need this done right away, but there's no bodies to do it. So where do you harvest these bodies? Does it mean that Ramon, my guy Ramon, does he go to high schools and be like, hey kids, do you guys want to come work for Ramon's sheetrock? While like I don't know where that is, but I think it's culture shock to have a kid, a young adult, female or male, go through high school and then they're 18, they graduate, and if they're not going to college, right, like they're stuck in this nothingness. There's they have nowhere to go. They don't know what they're going to do. They end up working at like Bed Bath & Beyond or like Starbucks. It's these jobs that don't perpetuate success, right? They're like these... They're kind of like, oh, hey, just while you're doing nothing, while you figure out what the hell you're going to do with your life. But the truth is, these are the most important years of your life, right?
Sure.
If you work hard young, then you work like a lot less when you're older, right?
Yeah.
So
a lot more.
So how do you? I guess this is the long end of this. Yeah. How do you get to these kids? Where do you find them? Because I know right now, I think it's different. I think right now, I know people that are in the trades and they have like kids, young children in high school, and these kids are part of the business, the family business, whether it's boiler heat, whatever it is. But there's a big gap there, dude. There's a big gap. Like I say, like the 2000s, the kids that graduated in 2000, right?
Yeah. That was my generation.
Right?
I was 03.
All right, so do that, and then you go like 2000s, and then you go through that whole situation. Like you guys are trying to figure out where you're going. The economy's still pretty good, right? But then all of a sudden we go into COVID. And then you have the 2020 kids.
Yeah.
And now from 2020 to now, then what?
Yeah.
So how many kids are out there that are entrepreneurs, that are not working at McDonald's, that are not, and again, no offense to these because they're jobs, they're required jobs, but these are temporary jobs, right? These aren't. And I'll triple crown that and say, what opportunities are here? Right, so for a young man or young woman that lives in the city of Fall River or somewhere in the surrounding area, remember Quaker? Like, remember Quaker Fabric?
Yeah.
All right. That was a great stepping stone for a lot of people.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I know probably people listening to the show right now that worked there and were able to earn enough money that they bought their first cars, their first down payments on their houses. Like for example, my mom, my mom got your mom a job there.
Yeah.
So, my mom for years and into her retirement, that was it. But now that's gone. So where are these people going to work? There's no place. Like there's nothing local. You have to drive out of the city. Like so
you really do.
Like even Amazon, and I know that the city, it was tips and all that shit, and they gave them all kinds of discounts on the taxes because they were going to be obligated to hire so many like residents of Fall River, but dude, nobody's keeping track of that. Like, you know what I mean? Dude, you can't even drive down the street. Dude, it makes me nuts. I go absolutely insane. Dude, I consider myself a very sane and logical human being, and then I drive down like, I don't know, Hamlet Street, or I drive down, like I'm saying to myself, like South Main Street. I say to myself, how is this okay? How, like they started Columbia Street and never finished.
Yeah.
Like, I just, and you know what the worst part is? Don't fuck with it.
Yeah.
Because you just don't touch it. Leave it alone.
Columbia Street
you guys are making it worse. You're making it worse. You're making it worse. Just leave it alone. You guys literally chop it all up, and then they cut it. Dude, they don't seam the road. It makes me absolutely insane. Like, I want to talk to the guy.
They're not done yet. They said on Columbia Street. You're talking about Columbia Street, right?
Oh,
well, they said they're not done, right? They started it. They did it. Well, I don't know what they did. It was closer to the church part, and then now there's that small area that's all like divots and whatever the fuck. So it's like it's not done. But that was all that was because it was right before an election. There was so much work, like working on the streets. We had a ton of areas they were working on.
Bro, and then that's it.
And that was it. Yeah, it's all like half-ass jobs.
And dude, between that,
to open up the fucking hole in the ground 5 times and then redo it all over again.
I drive an F-150.
No sense.
I can't take a right-hand turn in Fall River. Because I'm going to wipe out my fender. Yeah. Like, I can't make the right hand. There's so much snow piled up everywhere.
Yeah, that's bad.
You know what I mean? Like, did you see my post with him and Elizabeth Warren?
The rain dance?
That was my idea, bro.
That was great. That was great. I like that one.
Oh, it's raining. He must have did a rain dance with his buddy Elizabeth Warren. That was all. That was in my mind. I take full credit.
Good.
If anybody's going to sue me, I'm the mastermind behind that one. You know what I mean?
Yeah, share it.
So. And I'm saying it's like, at least it rained for a little bit, but dude, it's still terrible out there. No. And again,
I mean, a lot of it did go away.
I'm an able-bodied man, so for me, I can climb over the snow. But dude, how many people you see out there, elderly, that with those little grocery baskets, poor things,
they couldn't do it,
and they can't even the grocery baskets. They can't because it's the rock salt is everywhere, and it's not even like little pebbles of it. It's like humongous like chunks of it that fell off the truck.
You know
what I mean?
They should do. Do you know what they should do? The car in the back. What they should do is have some sort of program, and I don't even know where they get the funding from, but I'm sure they can figure it out, or at least try to. Having some sort of funding so that way senior citizens can apply where they can't travel, they need help. They can have their groceries delivered for free. You know how
there's nothing like that
for free, like it's covered, because for you to go out. You can purchase online. You can have an account. You can purchase your groceries, but the service to have it delivered should be free.
Okay.
Almost like a free discount for a veteran,
how does this vehicle travel within the confines of the snow-piled city?
This would be like a regular vehicle. This is like
it would have to be.
This would be like a DoorDash.
It have to be like a small vehicle. Like you have to.
Yeah, because
I'm saying,
but usually it is small.
I'm thinking like a little van because you want to be efficient.
I did have somebody the other day drop off like some food. And they showed up in the biggest truck I've ever seen in my life. I'm like, what the?
You want to talk about crazy?
It was the wildest thing. It was massive. I'm like, why would you choose this car? I mean, you do what you got to do.
So February livecast episode what? Jody 2. Where were we? When we were at the brew house? What was that? 1 or 2? 1 or 2? 2.
2. Yep.
Dude, it snowed all day.
Yep.
So I get to the brew house. 8 o'clock in the morning. Dude, they're opening the place. I'm right behind the girl. The girl's like looking at me like I'm a weirdo. I'm like, no, I'm here. Dude, it takes me all day. Dude, it took me all day to set up all the equipment. I set up all the equipment. I text him. I'm like, hey, I'm going to pick you up. Dude, it's snowing. He's like, I'm going to DoorDash. I'm like, no, I'll come pick you up. Get my truck. I go home. I change. Dude, I got to be there for 5 o'clock. And now it's like 4:15. I come out of my house. I get in my truck. I go back out. There's a Penske truck parked in, my street.
Yeah, it's not a good street to park.
And these guys are moving furniture.
And they're completely blocking you.
Oh, dude, there's no way I can.
There's only one way in, one way out. You can't go the other way.
Right. I would have to drive down the one way. I would have to drive all the way down the one way. I drove down the one way. After I pulled a Portuguese nutty in the street. First it was the Longhorn, and then I literally was screaming. And the guy looked. I said, "You're not going to move the truck?" He goes, "No." I'm like, touche, bro. Like, what am I gonna do?
You tried,
dude.
I'm
gonna call I'm gonna call the cops. By the time the cops get there, dude, I'm already. So I literally I went down the one way. I drove all the way down the one way and went to go like. And the ignition, bro, the ignition. But again, my point in saying that is, dude, there's no place to go. No. That guy would have pulled over to the side of the road if the snow wasn't there.
Your street sucks,
dude. All of it.
That's a tough street.
All of it.
That's a tough one. It really is.
Derek Cadero.
Derek. Yeah. All right. Let's see what he's got. We got it. All right. Let's see. This better work. It's already starting with the stuttering. Hello. Hello.
Hello.
What's up, buddy?
Hello. How you doing?
Hello.
Who's this?
Hello.
Are you?
Hello.
Dude, that makes me crazy. Is it cutting
Who
you
is
out?
this? Who is this?
Hello.
Nobody answers. Hello.
What's going on right now?
This was working earlier, right?
It was.
Why is he cutting out like this? Like, we had a full out conversation with this dude.
We did.
Hello. Hello.
Did you?
What? Sir, why are you yelling into the phone, sir?
I hope you're recording. Oh.
I think it's because you're yelling. Could you try not yelling, sir?
Recording.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's that?
Bro, hey, do me a favor. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna try something.
Uh-oh.
Give us a minute, guys.
I'm gonna try something here. If I go here,
Hello.
Hey, buddy.
it's peeking out. See how it's peeking out, bro?
Hello?
See that?
Hello.
It's because it's peeking out. We're gonna bring that way
This
down.
guy keeps going.
It's gonna protect it. That's
I
why we
went to
keep
boom.
shorting out like that.
I'm going
it's
up into
gonna-
my boot.
even more. Where are we? Yeah, it's gonna go way down. We can't. Anything above that yellow is a problem. I bet you it won't cut out now. How about now? Does it sound good now?
He sounds just a little low.
Yeah,
We can hear him. He's clear, but he's he's a little low.
You know what?
Hello?
We're gonna do that.
Hello.
I can do this.
Out.
All right.
I being too
Good
loud.
idea.
Are you okay, sir?
Was I being loud?
Yeah, I think so. Jason. Hello.
Too loud.
Can you believe this guy?
Can you have you're gonna have a conversation with him?
Hello.
Hello.
All right. We can come up just a little bit, bro.
Are you still there,
We
sir?
just don't want it
I
to
went
clip
to
out. That's what's
Paul's
happening. It
office
clips out, and
earlier.
it's 'cause it's there.
Fell off.
It's still cutting off, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah.
All of it, or
Towards the end, where you expect it to cut
well,
off.
there's a min minus, so there's something to protect it from the output routing, so it doesn't.
Back. I'll call back.
Change it.
Okay, my friend.
Yeah, what was he calling for?
He was. I don't know.
That was it.
Just to say hello.
I think he was just calling.
Derek
Oh,
Cadero.
he's calling back.
Okay, let's see. All right, give it a shot.
Hello.
We good?
Oh,
Talk to him.
Hello.
What's going on, guys?
Hello.
You there, buddy?
can you hear me?
We can hear you. You're a little low. You're a little. You're a little low.
You there?
Me now?
You're a little far.
Why are you laughing at what I do?
All right, I think we're good.
Nobody take me. I don't understand.
I just don't know why it does that. It's so frustrating.
My boot fell off.
It's almost like it carries it and then it just.
You should send him the barcode.
Son
Try
of a
to
bitch.
try.
Yo, yeah, I want to say do that, but then I'm like, nah. Maybe if I point it
Like him.
He just keeps.
All right, how about that? That's much better.
That boom.
Are you
son of
talking?
a boomer ever.
All right, hold on. Are you talking into the? Hey, Jason in the show.
Hey, bro.
Are you talking into the? Like, you screaming into the phone?
No, I'm screaming in the pod.
Are you on speakerphone?
Nah, he's connected to
Okay.
the AirPods.
Now engaged. Hello?
Yeah, you on speakerphone?
Hello?
Yeah, good. That's much better. You're not on speakerphone, right?
I am on speakerphone.
Yeah, take yourself off speakerphone, please.
Hold on. Hello?
There we go. That's much better now.
Yeah.
All right.
Is it better?
Yeah. So
There you go.
why do we gotta tell our audience
I'm
when you
Robbie.
call in, you can't call in on speakerphone. You have to be. That's what it is. It's the min minus. The speakerphone's trying to cancel out. All right. So what's up? What do you call?
up,
What's
buddy?
up? Who is this? Is this Alan?
Alan,
How are you, Alan?
hear me okay? Because I don't want anything to be dropped.
Yeah, I think we're dropping.
Yeah. We're dropping.
I can't figure out what. I think this is so frustrating to me.
Sorry, guys.
It makes me so mad, bro. Like, it's like a
Please
word
shut up,
when
fucking
somebody
suck.
say it, like it's
Hey,
why is it so
you
loud,
suck.
bro?
You fucking suck.
Bro.
Fuck you.
Can you hear him?
Yeah, he just changed his voice completely.
He did.
Somebody did. It didn't even sound like him anymore.
All right. How about that? How does he sound now?
He sounds low.
How about now?
Ignore me.
No, it keeps breaking up.
Get me through your
That should be it right there. He should sound. We should have him perfect.
good to say.
Yes.
Yeah, it keeps breaking up, but it
cutting
seems
it out.
less. Yeah, it seems cutting out. Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna try one more thing. I'm gonna disconnect the Bluetooth and reconnect it.
All right, one more
Everybody
thing.
in the-
Thanks,
right.
Bobby.
Yeah, he was sounding too low. He wasn't. Yeah, he wasn't. Oh, yeah, I see. He keeps.
Is it cutting out?
Yeah, he does. Yeah, he keeps cutting out. Yeah.
Goddamn mic, boy. Yeah, tweak that little mic left. Tweak that little mic. Do a little PD all night. Come on now. Come on.
Come on.
Come on.
Bubba Ray is
Oh, yeah. Is that how we feeling today?
Yeah, a little
Oh,
bit. Yeah,
yeah.
we're sorry about these guys. Yeah,
here, Bubba.
you know what it is? It's just this
Come
equipment.
here.
There's so many wires.
Nope.
What people? It's not even the wires.
We think it's actually a hardware issue.
Yeah. Okay.
We got Bubba on the
There's a lot of moving
line.
parts.
Hey, Bubba, you got anything to
We had it.
say?
Yeah, we had a good.
All right. How about now? Hang on.
Are you Derek? Are you there, Dereky? And Bubbery.
Hold on.
Hello. That's a T-shirt. Hello.
Hello.
Here we go.
You know,
How about now?
you know,
Bobby keeps trying to get things on sale.
oh, yeah?
How's he sound?
Yeah, it sounds good.
Better.
Hey, you're back. We got you.
From the Wendy's, how can I help you?
See, now that's
There we go.
Do you know what you literally have to do? I literally disconnect the Bluetooth completely, connect the Bluetooth back in, and now he sounds great.
So
Derek, it sounds like you're in studio with us, buddy.
What's up, buddy?
Hey, is this Jody?
Yeah.
Sounds like Frank Rizzo.
I like you.
You can turn it up
You
a little
like
bit,
me?
Jody.
You
can
like
turn-
me?
Give him a little bit.
Oh, no, I like you. I like you. I got no beef with Utah. You're good.
Hey.
When Bobby cracked you and I saw you open up, I was like, oh my goodness, this is a real organic one. This is this is a free range chicken. You know, he's been living his own life. Taking his own thoughts, you know? these are the, yeah, I know. All these other chickens, man, they're fucking raised. They're raised two side by side. You know, they don't have enough room to spread their wings. So that's why these guys are all fucking fake. You're
Hey, can I ask you a
the real one.
question?
Oh, I appreciate
Listen,
you.
Tyke, real quick. You know, I really missed you.
Yeah.
I just want some shout out to Aaron Bernardo. Shout out, congratulations, sir.
Oh, yeah, dude. That was
pro,
an amazing
What an
fight.
amazing fight.
Yeah.
First round, pro boxing
Wow.
champion, boxing promotions. Man, just what an amazing night for him, and I'm so proud to
Yeah.
call him my friend. And so,
You know what they should do there? I actually was gonna message him earlier about this.
Yeah.
The lighting in there. It's really, really bright.
yeah,
If he had any thoughts of installing. I'm always thinking. My brain is always working. I walk into a room or whatever I say. I'm like,
Dude, you got to focus, bro.
I know. I can't.
Dude, you have to, because if you focus on certain things, then you could, you know what I mean? Like you're building a lot of little things instead of one big
But it's an
thing.
idea, right? He should have some like spotlights.
Yes.
Only to the ring, and then shut off all the other lights. Does that make sense?
Yeah. So, Tyke, what were you? I know what you're saying dark environment, center in the middle.
Center in the middle.
That's a great idea.
Yeah.
Like a Rocky event.
Yeah. Definitely. Like
Tyke,
Rocky.
why weren't you there? We missed
Let me
you.
tell you something. Let me tell you something. If you think that Sharice Lake, dressed up in boxing uniform, punching somebody else is a champion, then you need to see something that's real, okay, my friend? I'm going to show you something. I'm going to send you some footage of me not shitting myself this time, but actually, like, in the bag fucking comes off the chain. Okay, let me just tell you that right now.
Wow, I'm
Yeah,
impressed.
Dude, what kind of chain are you?
what kind of chain?
Listen, last time I remember I was in your garage, dude. You had that like doggy chain, like the dog. You know the wrap round doggy chain, like that. You had that holding the bag.
Yeah.
It doesn't seem like that was the most like best like efficient chain, like the official.
Yeah.
So I could see why you would hit it and it would break, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? I'm not calling you out, but
Yeah, of course. No, you're just saying that I'm so strong that I made this Chinese steel snap. You know?
so yeah, great. But listen, why weren't you at the
Thank you,
fight?
Bob.
We missed you at the fight, bro. Like you need to show up at those events. You keep saying you want to come back, you want to make a comeback.
He
but,
said he was coming.
You know what I mean? Like I had VIP seats, dude. Listen, Jay Cavallo is in the house. Jay Cavallo, welcome to the show. He was there. We had VIP seats, ringside. The drinks were flowing. The energy was amazing, bro. And it was fight after fight after fight after fight. So it was a really great time. It was a really great time.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would have been more fun if Tyke showed up, but no Tyke was there.
This is true. You know, I gotta stop by the studio, so I gotta stop working.
Yeah, it's been a minute.
Yeah, well,
I gotta get back into the fast food.
Dude,
Get
somebody
my
told me they
shit
saw
pants
you
on,
in
put
one
my
of
shit pants
those mobility go-karts at Market Basket. Is that true? Were you in one of those mobility? No, we don't. So
I broke my
wait.
left
Is that
heel.
yours or is that
I
the
broke-
stores? Was that the stores or was that yours? Is that your personal?
That's the store. That's the store. I don't have money like that, Bobby. You know this. You pay for my meal for 35 weeks in a row. You think I got money for a fucking scooter?
Well, I hope. I just said I hope at some point you can make it to the studio, bro. I know you got a lot going on. You're a busy guy.
I want his autograph when he comes here.
You know. Well, I mean, he's always talking. I say he's always talking shit, but more
Who's
recently
that?
he's
Who's asking for my autograph?
Jody.
Who wants my signature?
Jody.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, Jody likes you.
What
Jody
what
likes
an
you.
angel from above.
Jody likes you.
Yeah, I love
Hey.
Jody.
Yeah.
Just the beginning when he took those awesome photos of me eating the hot dogs. Oh my goodness.
Oh my
I knew he
God.
was one of my favorites.
Thank you.
Yeah. So listen, what are you up to, bro?
You're
What's
welcome.
going on? What do you
You're
want to tell?
welcome.
What do you want the audience to know before I hang up on you? What do you want the audience to know?
I want the audience to know that I'm making a comeback. You're going to see me on a stage and making a bunch of jokes.
What's your record right now?
A lot of people in this world are a bunch of fucking idiots. I'm 1 in 69.
Okay.
So 70 fights under my belt.
Yeah, but
69, I got fucked
listen,
up.
Tyke. Listen,
Should've told
Tyke.
the other
Listen,
guy.
Tyke. I love you, bro. Listen, you know I care about you, right? You know you're my friend, right? But
you
I
too.
just can't have you coming on my show just saying things, bro. Like you can't say you're 1 in 69 if you're not. Is what I'm saying, bro. You have to. Are you 1 in 69? Like I find it very like coincidental that you 1 in 69. What? Explain that to me, bro.
Well, there was a first fight. I lost that one. And then 68 later, I lost those. And then the last one was the 70th one. I won that one. And, I've just been laying cool ever since because I said, what am I trying to prove? I'm going to end up with dementia, Alzheimer's, or Parkinson's, like Michael J. Fox.
So did you actually
All
fight,
safety.
Tyke? Did
For
you
what?
actually fight? Did you actually get in the ring and fight or no?
I got ruffled a couple times. I got a couple feathers plucked from me. Yeah, for four.
Oh, because I know there was the incident
Why
with
would
the
you
whole.
bother? You think I'm gonna?
No, dude, I listen. I bring truth to the show, brother. You know what I mean? Like,
Of course. Authenticity is my middle name. Tyke Authenticity Bison. That's my name.
I thought it was Achilles.
Achilles is the art of war. It's a part of my soul. It's different. It's my subconscious.
I was about to say you can have two
There's a
middle names.
difference.
I have two middle
Art
names.
of Achilles.
I got two middle names.
Yeah. Well, Tyke, listen, we appreciate you, brother. Listen, have you talked to Cash? Patel?
See, this is the reason why you guys don't even talk anymore. Because you don't even know his fucking name. Are you kidding me? You just called him the fucking Omega of
His
all
brother. His
fucking,
brother. Well, it was
what do you call
his
it?
brother's name. Yeah.
That's
Well,
a
I'm sorry, bro.
logical liar.
Dude, it's been that long.
Yeah,
It's been.
Cash
I don't even
Patel.
know.
He's
I don't
a
even know the dude anymore. I don't even know him anymore.
Cross-eyed motherfucker.
Yeah. Well, I remember it's Patel
Son of a
anyway.
bitch.
Yeah. Well.
Wasn't it Raj?
No,
Raj.
it's Raj Patel. Raj.
Raj.
Of course, me and Raj talk every single day. He talks about you. He can't get over you. He sounds like a fucking high school
Well, I think it
drama.
was more the first class flights. He was.
Yeah.
He was. We took good care of him coming in.
The studio.
Yeah.
Yeah, but listen, no, he talks about you, not the money. He talks about you.
Oh, okay.
Something about always parasites coming out of his ass, but then he says, I just miss Bubby. I miss Bubby. I miss Bubby. I don't understand.
Well, you know what, dude?
I
Maybe
don't
maybe he calls
understand.
in next week. Maybe next week we have him call in. What do you think?
Oh, maybe he'll call you in a couple of minutes. I don't know. I'm going to call him right now. Tell him that you guys miss him. So he might call you.
All right. Well, we're here, bro. We're here. Like, if you talk to him and he wants to call in, I don't know what's the time difference. What time is it in India right now?
Well, how long does it take?
He's 11 hours forward. 11 hours. It's like 9 a.m. there.
Okay.
Or
All right. So it'd be fine
6,
for him.
5,
Yeah.
3, 2 a.m. 3 a.m. there.
All right.
Yeah.
Well,
I think he's actually in Tokyo now. He's traveling.
Oh,
He's doing
okay.
good.
Wow. For $300, is that what it is?
It's been a long time for $300.
That's why I said he doesn't really miss the first class flights because he's rich now. He's well off. That's the whole $3.99 program. You're not gonna believe it, Bobby. It actually works.
Oh wow.
He's rich. He's rolling over.
Yeah.
He's rolling in money. The money's dirty. The money's all full of parasites, but he's rolling in it.
Well, Tyke,
Somebody
it's always,
smells like
dude, it's
fucking
always a
cherry
pleasure to
that
hear
dirty
from you,
bastard.
brother. I
He
miss
hasn't even
you.
washed his feet. He hasn't washed his feet in 3 weeks. That fucking dirty sandy bastard. All right, you guys take care. Have yourself a great night. I love you guys.
I love you, guy.
buddy.
I'll see you later, Tyke.
He said, "Fuck you."
It's so funny.
He's
right?
out.
I fucking love that guy,
Yeah,
dude.
you can, and I think we can give him a little more heat next time on the volume. Is that are we?
Yeah, I'm causing.
Yeah.
Dude, that was hilarious, dude.
It's figuring this all out, dude. So the only way it worked was I literally disconnected the Bluetooth, reconnected the Bluetooth, and then it worked.
Like it changed everything.
Yeah.
Well, you did walk out there for a minute, so maybe that might have been out of the distance at that
Oh my
point.
god!
I guarantee you, it's probably within like 10 feet.
Really?
Probably. You ever go to the gym and you have your Bluetooth? You leave your gym back there where you have.
They
like,
go to the bathroom and
go to the bathroom and you
yeah,
already start
yeah,
hearing
yeah,
cutting off from your phone.
yeah,
Yeah.
Well,
So I figure at least my headphones, they were
Yeah.
JBLs. They went as far as
all right.
10, 15
Let's
feet,
get
and
into
they're
this.
already like fucked up.
I was kind of hoping Tyke would call later because I want to get this
Yeah.
shit out of the way because we got to talk about it, and that's the Pawtucket shooting. I mean, obviously, everybody knows it's not a secret. On February 16th,
Yeah.
during a high school hockey game, it was senior night at the Dennis Lynch Arena. 56-year-old Roberta Dorgano, or what most would know him as Robert.
Okay.
He was a trans woman from North Providence who worked at the Bed Bath & Beyond. His late wife, ex-wife, I should say, was Rhonda, and his son, Aiden, which are the ones that he shot and then
Murdered.
turned the gun on himself and shot himself. And so, this is kind of where we were going before we get the phone calls and
Yep.
we led into the trades conversation. But what I was actually leading to is we are now reaping the consequences of what we did nothing about, right?
Correct.
So we knew mental health was not being addressed easily. We could say like right around 2000s when
Yeah.
it all kind of just
Yeah.
started to disintegrate. And then they started closing all of these mental health facilities, and everything was kind of like,
Yeah.
cut and paste, cut
Yeah.
and paste, go see a therapist, go see a therapist. There was no more, mental health hospitals. Jody, can you Google real quick and find out what year the Taunton State Mental Hospital was
The
closed down?
asylum?
Yeah, the asylum.
But why would they shut him down?
So I think it was all funding. I think it was absolutely
them?
100% funding, much like defund the police kind of situation. So again, you when you release these people into general population, right? Like they're amongst us. So and again, this is no hate or no offense to people that struggle with mental illness, but in fact, if you ask somebody like Will Flanagan how he feels about it, he's gonna mirror my sentiment, and that is that these people should be, if they're dangerous, then they should be
Off the streets?
They should be off the streets.
Off the
And
streets.
if they're not dangerous, but they should still be seeing counsel where these people can be, at least balanced in public situations, right?
Of course.
Because, I think as we move forward, like, and again, this guy or this lady, whatever you want to, at this point, whatever you want to call it, he obviously was struggling with this mental health.
Absolutely.
Like, this is mental. Like, did you see the pictures?
Even his daughter said it.
Did you see the
as
pictures?
She walked, but yeah.
Yeah, she said it.
She said as she
it was
walked
almost
by,
like
my
it wasn't.
father suffers from
But
mental
she said
illness.
it like numb, like it was
Because
like
because this has probably been going on for
like
quite some
she
time.
knew it was coming.
So-
Like she probably saw.
So
she
it
saw
says
it.
it says it
Yeah.
right here. There's a whole time span from 1975 to 2012.
There it goes. And I knew somebody that worked there. So 2012 is when they closed it down.
So 1975, that
They
was when the
opened
first initial major closure. 2002, there was other state hospitals and state school, and that closed in 2002. And there was a
Bridgewater, right? Wasn't it Bridgewater?
subsequent reduction in 2012. The Department of Mental Health announced further closures, relocating patients and to other facilities due to budget constraints.
There you go.
And that's on massnurses.org.
Dude, it's all budget wise, and they shut these. Dude, I knew somebody that worked there as an orderly. Like he would wear the white clothes, and somebody got out of control, he would help subdue them.
Sure.
He said, I went to work one day, and they let everybody go. They said we're done. Dude,
But how does that
they
happen?
opened the doors and let these people walk out.
Cutting funding.
And he said it. He goes, dude, these people look like these are some dangerous people. These are people. They're dangerous because they don't
Okay,
understand.
so- okay.
They don't understand consequence. Like
So-
they don't understand what consequence is.
And this
right?
was when? When was this?
2012, right?
Yeah,
2012? I mean, this is what we're noticing locally here
So
as well.
this-
So
this-
2012.
So the first major closing was in 1975.
Yeah,
and
but
then,
that was when they
but
started.
But then other facilities started closing
Yeah.
in 2012.
Yeah, but I'm curious as to when the
2012.
Taunton one closed. When did the Taunton one
It
close?
says the Taunton State Hospital.
Yes.
Yep. It says initial major close in 1975.
No, but there was another one.
Oh no,
Yeah.
Bridgewater. You're talking about Bridgewater, I think.
No, it's
Bridgewater
Taunton.
was
It was a Taunton.
It
was. a
was.
Taunton.
Yeah, it says it's an important.
Yeah, they made a movie about it a long
Yeah,
time
there
ago.
was.
It is important to not confuse Taunton State Hospital with the Paul A. Denver State School, which is a separate institution in Taunton that closed in 2002.
Yes,
Uh,
that's the one that housed all the mental. Right, that's the place. It's like the same building. They just changed the name. It was the same building. Yes, they changed the names and they let everybody out. Duty said they opened the doors, let everybody out.
So where did that funding go? In
Well-
order to have no funding there, to fund these places, where was the money shifted?
Dude, why do we have potholes?
How do you do it?
Where's the money to fix the potholes? We can keep asking these questions, bro. Like these are, and that's
Yeah,
a
but
that's
is-
a legitimate, David. That's a legitimate
question.
Where, like
That's what everybody's asking.
You shut the place down,
Yeah.
right? So where's the money that was going to run the
God only
place?
knows.
Right. So you're not fixing the streets. So where's the money that you guys didn't fix the streets with? Like these are legitimate questions that circulate and
Yeah.
nobody answers. Which is why dude. I think the time is now.
Yeah.
I think we have the momentum, right? I think Donald Trump he's looking to prosecute like Antifa. Like if you're an Antifa and you're getting paid and you're disrupting,
Marco Andrade.
then you should absolutely be put away. Marco Andrade, let's get him. Marco Andrade, social table events
What's
in the
up,
house.
buddy?
What's up, brother?
Oh my God. What's going on?
How are you, my friend?
Good. I'm on the highway heading into to Providence right now. Listen, before we get into any promotions or any of that stuff, I just wanted to kind of touch on what you were talking about a little bit earlier. I caught
Sure.
a little bit of it. So this whole event that just happened in Pawtucket, Rhode Island this past week, very close to home. My wife and my daughters were supposed to be going to that game.
Wow, that's crazy.
My
wow.
wife's
Oh, wow.
godson, my wife's godson plays on one of the teams there. He attends that school up there. So he was actually on the ice when it all occurred.
Yeah.
His father is actually Ryan Cadero, whose name was released by the local authorities up there.
Yeah.
He was one of the fathers who took the
gun.
suspect
Yeah,
down.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there was the
He's a
gentleman
hero,
from,
bro. What's his name? I'm sorry, Marco. What's his name one more time? He's a hero.
His name is Ryan Cadero.
Ryan Cadero.
Correct. Yeah. So his name was actually released publicly.
Yeah.
I believe Fox Boston also released that. But I just want to say, my heart goes out to all those people up there. And I know many, many people that worked on many of those patients, given what I do for a living in my other job. My heart goes out to all those medical professionals, firefighters and law enforcement agents who were definitely there. And,
so
and
tragic.
you are right. There is a lack of help out there for people like that.
Yeah. Marco, can I say something? I think people are numb. I think, I think these events are taking place, and I think they don't have the impact that they used to have, right? When we used to hear of these events, man, people would be talking about it. I would have heard about this. Like, I didn't hear about this from someone. It was social media, right? That's how I found out. It wasn't like somebody's like, Bobby, did you hear what just happened? And I think it's because...
Yes.
Go ahead.
So I was saying, unfortunately, we were home, and we actually received a phone call from my wife's best friend, who was actually there with her son when all that happened.
Wow.
Contacted me trying to get a hold of a friend of ours who works at Rhode Island at a other hospital, telling her that her son was there and what was occurring at the venue. So I mean, it was definitely a.
Dude, that's crazy, bro. That's so crazy, man. It's just
it's terrible.
It's out of realm of comprehension, right? Like that just doesn't happen, right? Like you don't think never are you going to be in a situation, dude. Marco, even like your family being in a situation where like you're not even there. You know what I mean? Like,
I'll tell you something. It was crazy. I'll tell you this, man. It was crazy because I had woken up. I had worked the night before, and I woke up and we were kind of, I was wondering if they had gone to the game or not. So I mean, they're like, oh, we stayed home. We decided not to go.
Wow.
And then we were gonna go. They were gonna go Wednesday because there was another game on Wednesday, which got canceled. That definitely hit home, man. That was definitely a scary eye opener. Like, wow.
Well, bro, I'm thankful that your family and everyone else is safe as well. I mean, this is a terrible tragedy.
Absolutely.
If nothing else, brother, I think the awareness of what's happening, realizing that mental health is a serious situation, right? And especially here where, these are places where, and I say this often, right? Like when you drop your kids off at school, in your mind, they are going to the safest possible place they could possibly be when they're not with you, right? And then when we go to these places, like the Dennis Lynch Arena, and we're there to meet friends and parents, and they're celebrating the success of these seniors in high school. The last thing anyone is even thinking about or prepared for is to literally defend themselves and those around them from a gunman who is determined.
That's never crossed my mind.
Right,
never crossed my mind. I mean, you think about it, in a sense, but you never think it's actually going to happen,
sad.
And it happens.
Yeah, it's just so sad. Every time we go out to anyway, we'll go to the Boston Garden, or we go to the Dunkin' Donuts Center, the Amp Center, Providence, and we go to any of these events. The first thing that I do is I make sure my wife and my kids know where the exits are. We were just sitting at a show over the holidays, and first thing I said to my wife and to my kids, like, if something happens, you see that door, that's where we go down the ramp, we're going out that door.
Yeah, right.
Run. And it's sad that we have to be at this point in our lives where we're doing this, But also to touch on what you said a little earlier about the Taunton State Hospital. So as of 2015, right around there, Taunton State Hospital was still open because I went there with patients.
Yes.
So they were still open as of 2015.
Okay, all right. Jody's got some bad info over there.
Hey, it says it right here.
Honest,
Google.
No, and I believe, I might be wrong on this because I haven't worked in Mass in a while, but I want to say there might be some parts of it still currently operating.
Yes, I think you're right. I think you're right.
Right.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, but there was a general populace that would just let out, and
Correct, I think the intake.
Yes.
The overnight stay and the inpatient was the one I believe that shut down completely.
Yes,
and I think they just let people leave. Like
they
letting people leave.
Just let them walk right out, dude.
Can you imagine?
Just let them walk out,
and not even give like a heads up.
Yeah, but guys, listen, real quick, and just to kind of like actually add an asterisk there, like understand that these people, right? Imagine these people are dangerous. They all walk out and they all identify as either a woman or a man, or as a bunny or a rabbit, right? And now, like, they are now protected by an idea. Right, they're now protected by an idea. So now these people are causing harm, but yet they're protected because, God forbid, you stop this bearded man. Dude, did you see the guy? Did you see this guy? Okay, imagine this guy.
He was curling 85s.
Marco, I mean, listen. I don't ever want to talk about the dead, and so this is no disrespect, dude. My heart out to everybody. But Marco, can I ask you a question? Would you be okay with that man walking in the bathroom after your daughter just walked into the bathroom?
Oh no, absolutely not.
Right,
No.
right. That's fair, right?
No.
So Roberta, there was some issues
Correct,
there, and like my argument is always the same. My argument is, if you want to be that, like we shouldn't even be able to tell. Like it should be so. Like if you are truly want to be a woman, then nobody can tell that you're a man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But if you're not making the effort and you want to create the character and the noise, and you want to become a moving landmine, right? Wherever you go, you're waiting for that one person to look at you funny, or to make the mistake of call you sir when you want to be called ma'am.
Yeah.
And then right? Like you can't
So
write this shit.
I'll be honest. Until I kind of looked into it, the whole thing, I honestly did not know he was transgender. And I'm not like making
No, right.
fun, I mean, joke or anything. I honestly didn't know that. I thought he was just a parent who had long hair and was a rocker, bodybuilder. So,
The bathing suit
that's
top
honestly
they
where I
didn't
was
give it
going
away,
with
did it?
The nipples.
The nipples didn't give it away, did it?
Oh, see, I didn't even pay attention to any of that. And it was just, I didn't until they started saying that he was actually transgender.
Yeah.
I didn't get that.
Until they
I was
released the
like,
photo,
okay.
Yeah.
I would have never known.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Until you see that photo, you're
Well,
like,
the news
what
did a good
hell
job
is
of not
this?
telling us that. Nobody actually said, "Oh, it was a transgender woman."
Did you see the white supremacist tattoos on him?
Yeah. He had the
Yeah, he had the
two
SS.
lightning.
Oh,
Yeah, the
Yeah,
two
but you know
lightning.
what, though?
I didn't get that.
Listen,
That's
and I'm not going to anybody's defense because I would never do that. This guy's a monster. But that SS, that's typically like Harley Davidson.
Yeah.
They would do that design.
And he is a bike. It's kind of a
yeah.
dude.
It would be you could interpret that as like the SS. But well, I don't think it was. I think it was like a Harley Davidson.
Isn't there a
tattoo.
band that has that too?
Yeah, it's like a Harley Davidson. It's a logo. It's a logo.
Yeah.
It's
No,
a logo.
I didn't take it that way. It's so funny. They try to take that scenario once they zoomed in and saw that tattoo, and they automatically try to link him to being a Trump supporter.
Yeah.
And regardless of whoever he supported, the man was demented.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
He had he had issues. He thought he was a man, acting like a man, but dressed like a woman. Wanted to be like a woman. I mean,
Marco, do you see?
And I'll
Go ahead.
go ahead.
Do you see this in your obviously in your line of work, dude? Do you see a lot of this? Is it easy identifiable? Like, can you see this person walking into the ER and going, "Yeah, that's going to be a problem"? Do you see it?
I mean, I don't like to talk much about my.
No,
job,
absolutely not. Absolutely not.
But just to talk, on this situation, I will. So, I mean, we do see a lot of people like that, obviously, and I mean, and we treat everybody with respect. I mean, that's one the things we definitely do.
Of course you do.
But my thing is, unfortunately, and I'm being very careful when I say
No,
this.
100%.
A lot of people. This specific person that we're talking about who did this horrific crime, he needed help.
Right.
It was way beyond the whole transgender thing.
Yes.
There was
Agreed.
he had a lot of demons going on in his mind.
Great point.
And whatever it was. And I will say this, unfortunately, not the fact that he was transgender, gay, straight, bi. It doesn't matter what he was.
Yeah,
with
irrelevant.
That,
Irrelevant.
Oh, 100% irrelevant.
There was a lot of correct. He needed help, and unfortunately, he wasn't getting it.
Yeah.
And that's my point. Is the mental health, right? The mental health aspect.
And I think there's a lack of mental health of help to people like him and people who are straight. I mean, we see this all the time.
Oh, yes,
I mean, it's just there's a lack of help there, of social services, and to help people like that.
Right. Right. And this guy's been in this realm for a really long time, right? So was married, had a child, he was actually 56 years old. So this guy lived a full
I
life.
don't even know how old he was. Wow.
Yeah. So, in consideration of that, dude, how long did this guy live in torture? Right? How long did this guy,
Correct,
maybe if someone would have had the ability to get him at the beginning, and like I go to therapy once a month. I see my therapist, and if I'm ever off, dude, he's telling me I'm off. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, imagine if this this gentleman, I'm not saying that it could have changed things, but what if it could have? If this guy was seeking, mental health and having conversations where someone's going, "Hey, man, these thoughts are not normal. Like, you shouldn't be thinking this way." Right?
Well, it depends on who you're talking to.
Well, that's
right. Listen,
and sometimes a lot of people, before they go on things like a situation like what occurred here, there's a long line of screams for help that go missed, that people don't realize that they're there. Just like I'm not going to get into it's a really
dude. He had a
touchy
gun.
subject,
It was
but
his gun. It was his gun. Like,
correct, yeah.
So they all knew he was sick, he was mentally ill, and they still allowed this man to keep his gun.
Yeah.
Like, I would hope to think that if I was acting erratic, that somebody's going to be like, "Hey, Bobby, or hey, Dad, we're going to take the guns, Dad."
Yeah.
Right? Like,
do you feel like his presence, because he looked like a man, and I'm sure he had like some obviously manly tendencies. Do you think his kids feared him, and that's why they kind of went along with this in a
No,
sense.
dude,
Because I don't think anybody
David,
told him he was living wrong.
David, how
There's
about
no
this?
way.
Marco, and I'm sure you'll agree, David.
Yeah.
How about they love their dad? How about they love their dad and
Sure.
they're like, Dad, is this what you
Correct,
want?
yeah.
Like, Dad, do you want to be happy? I can hear that conversation. I can hear
I could see that
Right?
conversation happening
Right?
where they're like, hey,
But
we're going to
but
support our parent, our
But is it
guardian,
love
you know,
or is
we're
it?
gonna support them, you
What
know?
about the other opposite? What about the opposite though?
Yeah,
The opposite could be, this guy's fucking scary. So we're just gonna
Well,
like
that's-
go
that's
along with
different-
it
but that's a
because we
different
got a
I think
tiptoe
you
around this.
lose that
Yeah.
as the child is growing up with the parent. I think they lose that fear of,
Yeah.
of, oh my God, I'm going to be afraid of him because he's going to flip out. I mean, that's dad. Dad may flip out on everybody else, but dad
Yeah.
to me is dad.
Right,
He's
right.
always going to be a safe space.
Right,
So
right.
if that's my safe space with my dad or my mom,
Yep.
and you know what, and they're choosing to live a lifestyle of that sort or any kind of lifestyle.
see, I have a hard
the
time with
child, 90% of the time,
Yep.
90% of the time, the child will probably support the mom and dad.
Yeah, 100%.
You know.
100%. I could call my daughter right now and be like, Megan, I'm gay, and she'd be like, Dad, I support you. She wouldn't question it.
Yeah.
Correct.
yeah.
Yeah.
Even though at my age, dude, that's a major shift in,
But do
in
you
my.
think she's saying that because she believes it, or do you believe it, or is she saying that because she knows that's what you want to hear?
No, she would say because she wants him to be happy. So because I'm not hurting anyone,
Okay.
and my decision doesn't hurt anyone, and it's my own decision, she would be happy for me.
Yeah.
So if I
I
said, "Hey, Megan, I feel like a woman, and I want to transition,"
Sure.
there would be obviously questions, and I'm sure she'd want to have a conversation. But at the end of the day, she would support me. I know she would. I know she would. As long as I'm not exhibiting severe mentally, erratic thoughts and ideas.
Well,
you know what I mean?
Someone
You know?
can say
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
one
Yeah.
act
Yeah.
is already
Right.
crossing
Well,
that line.
there you go. But that's interpretation, my friend.
Sure.
Right?
Sure. Well, yeah. It's like
Yeah.
anything else.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the first sign.
You see where the line is? See where the line goes?
Well, because you wonder why? Because nobody wants to
Yeah,
cross
yeah,
that
yeah,
line.
yeah.
No one wants to cross that line and,
There
have,
it is.
and have that
Yes,
conversation.
yes,
Why? Why
right,
not?
yes.
Why can't we just think of the alternative?
Yeah.
The alternative is this is not normal.
Right.
Right. For some people, it's
Yes.
okay. We'll accept it.
Yep.
He's our dad, or
Yep.
he's this person, that person,
Yep.
because we love them, and I understand it because
Yes.
I have a great relationship with my family, and I would still love them.
Yes.
It doesn't mean I have to agree with,
All right.
with your
So,
decision and
can I-
support it.
I'm so glad Marco's on the phone.
I still
Can
love
can
you.
Can I challenge
but
you?
I don't have to say it.
Yeah.
What is
support
the meaning
you.
of life? What is the meaning of life?
The meaning of life?
Yes. What is the meaning of life?
I mean, my personal life?
right now, as quick as you can. What's the meaning of life?
I don't know, to love your family, to have something that means something to you.
Can I help you?
Sure.
Enjoying the passage of time.
Sure.
That's what the
Correct,
meaning
yeah.
of life is.
Sure.
So
Yep.
how can I orchestrate or expect you to do that under my terms? If you want to be a butterfly, you could be a butterfly, right?
Sure.
That's how you enjoy your passage of time.
Sure.
Okay. So here comes the line, bro. Here comes the line. Whoa, whoa.
I get it.
You
I
can
get
be a
it.
butterfly.
Yeah.
But if you want to live amongst society and you want to participate
Yeah.
with a community, you have to be what we are. What you would just said, David,
Yeah.
the word normal. And this is the reason why I'm bringing this up is
Sure.
because the word normal can be considered derogatory. But the truth is,
Wait, what is normal, right?
Normal,
Yeah.
right? Normal is your society. Like you set the litmus test at the society. Like what we are, the majority of
Sure,
men,
sure.
the majority of men are men.
Sure.
If you want to be something outside of that, that is abnormal. That is not normal. Agreed?
Agreed.
So that's what we have to accept that first. And you shouldn't be afraid to say that.
No.
But as soon as
afraid,
you
no. But
dude,
I feel like a lot of people
of
are.
course,
A lot of people are.
100%. Like that's the
They won't
line
speak on it.
that nobody's like, well, I don't want to talk about it. But the truth is, I think it is a true sign. I think not everyone. I think, and I keep saying this: the people that transition that we don't know.
Yeah.
But the ones that we do
Yeah.
know, I think that's where the mental health situation. I think that's we're seeing.
And
it.
I'll say this. I mean, I personally know some people who've transitioned,
Mm-hmm.
and you would have never in a million years.
Right?
No.
Right? Right?
I knew somebody. I'll be honest. I knew somebody who I was friends with. Saw this female all the time at one of the bars that I work at and stuff like that, and not until about, I want to say 5 years of knowing this person, then I know that they were a male at one point.
Wow. See, that's pretty crazy.
That's crazy.
I don't think I
And
know anybody. And it's
and
something.
they told me. They were the one. They were the ones that told me. So
Yeah.
I was like, wow.
Oh, so we do. I'm going to correct you, David. Nine. When we were doing the Your Boy Loco event, the Lit Summer event,
Yeah.
we met Nine, and she to he just transitioned. She was
Correct.
born a female,
That's
and she
right.
just transitioned into a male.
That's right.
So and she's quite successful,
Oh,
bro.
wow.
Yep. Well, again,
But and that's again,
Yeah.
she seems like she has a happy life.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
my point in this again, I'm not, and I don't want to dirty the muddy the waters here, and I don't want to put
I'm
anybody.
also
in
a product of my
Yeah,
environment,
But
right?
the
In a
truth
sense,
is,
I grew
like,
up in a
think-
different generation.
I think this is pretty obvious, guys.
Yeah.
I think what we see here,
Yeah.
is, and I'm just grateful that it wasn't worse. It obviously could have been much worse than this, right? But I mean,
Oh yeah.
Oh,
yeah, yeah,
of course.
Right?
If it wasn't for, was it you said Ryan? Or
yeah,
Ryan,
yeah. Is that,
if it wasn't-
the intervention,
yeah,
the intervention of some
absolutely,
brave people. This could
absolutely.
have been much worse. And,
Absolutely.
But I think this is something we have to evolve from. Like we're not even nobody's talking about this. No, we're not even there yet. There's no conversation about how we.
Well, it made national news, and
Yeah.
it's already dead.
Well, this is happening over
Right.
and over again. That's the problem.
Well, that's the thing. I
The
mean, what would you say?
patterns.
When do you think this started? Columbine was probably the first.
Yeah, that's
initial-
like the mother.
That was the first one that went like
Yeah.
nationwide, and it became a problem because
Yeah.
a series of so many followed after that.
Yeah.
That was after I graduated, 2006, 7, 8, around that
Yeah.
time frame. It was a scary
Yeah,
time
yeah,
to be
yeah.
anywhere, to be honest with you. But it's crazy.
Yeah.
Going
Marco-
to a game,
Yeah,
and then
nuts,
you have to worry
nuts.
about
yeah,
that.
Yeah, but dude, that
It's
goes for
insane.
that goes
Yeah.
anywhere. Like any concerts, anything you do. Like Marco's advice, just know where the exits are. Know your environment. Know who's
I
around
always
you.
say, and it doesn't matter where you're at. If it's a bigger venue, even a simple nightclub. I mean, a bar or a lounge or restaurant. Because you got to remember, if you're sitting in a restaurant, somebody comes in and they're at the front door. You need to know that other exit out that place.
Yes.
And I always tell people, like, learn where you're sitting and learn where you're at and learn where your nearest exit is. And just keep that in the back of your mind. I mean, it's very important.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's sad. But I just wanted to touch upon that.
Thanks, bro. We appreciate you coming,
But
man.
on the other hand, right now,
Oh, good.
I am up in Providence right now. Of
course
I'm
you
on
are.
Washington Street. I just pulled up. I just pulled up at the George. We got a light piano
It's a
night
great
going on
place.
here with Alex Tomaso.
Great place.
Dude,
Oh,
you know,
man, yeah,
can I
we-
say
I
something real
love
quick?
the place.
Not only is that a beautiful place, but there's some amazing staff there too, right? Like top notch everything. Am I right in saying so?
Oh yeah, yeah. As a matter of fact, one of the staff members that works is friends with Dave, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah,
Yes.
Kelsey,
Yes.
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. No, she's great as well.
Yeah.
Just everybody
she's
there.
actually in the bar
It's a
right
great vibe. Great vibe. The energy there. They have live piano sometimes. I think every week, once a week. I don't know what day it is.
No, that's tonight.
It's tonight. Okay, yeah. It's a wonderful place.
Yeah.
Old fashioned on one side. If you just want the bar area.
So Marco, tell us all about it, brother. You get the mic.
So tonight, Alex Tomaso's on the piano. We're here from 7 o'clock till right around 10 o'clock. He's going to be playing. I love when he plays his Elton John and his Billy Joel stuff, and
Great
then
stuff.
he kind of goes off on. He's unbelievable. I call him Sir Alex because he's just amazing on the piano.
Absolutely.
So we're here. If you're not doing anything, you're in the area in Providence, or even if you're home, we're here till 10 o'clock. Come on up. We got, like I said, the piano till 11, about 11 o'clock, 10, 11 o'clock.
Nice.
And then I know they got the High downstairs, which is closed tonight, but they got comedy shows there tomorrow and Saturday.
Do you know the address
And,
off the top of
once
your
you
head?
get the Hyde, what is it?
The address. You have the address off the top of your head?
Yeah, it's 121 Washington Street.
121 Washington Street. All right, awesome.
Washington Street, yeah, downtown Providence, yeah. And then tomorrow night, Friday night, we have Medici, as always, in Providence.
Very nice.
That's 130. Yeah, that's on what is that? That's not Snow Street. Is that Richmond Street? Richmond Street, I believe.
It's a great place, by the
We'll
way.
be there tomorrow night as well. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
But
just
even
Google
tonight,
it.
if you're. Oh yeah. But even tonight, if you're not doing anything, like I said, stop by the piano bar, and then we're heading over to Moonshines, and they're open till 1 o'clock. They got some live
great place.
entertainment over there. Then we're heading over there. But, yeah.
My man.
So that's for tonight, yeah. And like I said, I know we got a couple of other things coming up in the city. I believe we're back at Sinatra night next Saturday night in Fall River over at the Brew House.
Nice.
So
Can we talk about St. Patty Day?
yeah, listen, believe it, I'm not doing anything on St. Patrick's Day, me personally.
I always go out. I
There's
get
the pub
trashed.
crawl going on in Boston, which is I always suggest everyone, if you've never experienced that, go on 617productions.com. They're in Boston. They're one of the largest promotion companies in Boston, and they do a pub crawl for St. Patty's Day. It's one fee. You're on the bus. They bring you everywhere. It's amazing. It's honestly, check out 617 Productions, and you can see all the info on there. You can buy your tickets right on there, and they run the thing all night long.
Awesome.
So that's great. But we're doing on the 14th, Saturday, which is a pre-St. Patty's Day. We have Lindsay Mata and Jake Gerard over at the Brew House
Nice.
in Fall River. And that's on Saturday night, the 14th.
That's gonna be a good
So
time.
if you can start, that's going to be a fun night. You can start your night there on the 14th, St. Patty's Day celebration. So
Nice.
Excellent.
that's what we're doing for that.
14th is the
The what festival?
not the fashion, the wrestling. I don't know if we can say.
Oh,
that,
the tiny
tiny
wrestling. Yeah,
people,
we can we can say anything we want.
Yeah, so we can go there.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's what's
Is that
gonna
the same
happen.
night?
That's gonna happen.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah.
And then bounce over.
Yes, tiny wrestling first, and then
That's awesome. Yeah, I'm very familiar with them. Yeah.
Yeah, and
Marco,
then
you gonna go?
And then we'll
you
hop
gonna
over.
go?
No, unfortunately, I won't be able to make that one. No,
Bro.
I usually go. So I usually go when they're at the vault. So when we do it at the vault, that's the one I usually go to. But
Yeah.
yeah,
The vault-
I can't wait.
vault is good.
I can't wait to see it. I can't wait to see it. I love it. I want to support.
You've never seen it,
Dude, I've never seen it. I've never seen it.
Oh man, you're gonna.
I can't wait.
Love it. The other
I
one
can't
too
wait.
that we do it at the vault, and we've done it at Medici too. Is a Tiny Dancer. I'm gonna keep it G-rated, but Tiny Dancer is definitely one that you should.
Yeah,
also
let us know.
catch.
Let us know when that comes through.
Yeah, we'll have to definitely check that
We'll
out.
go to that
I
one.
believe
Hilarious.
that'll be. We'll have that. I think at Medici coming up in either August or September again.
Okay.
Yeah. Dude, next time,
that's
listen,
all.
you missed it, but Aaron Bonato, dude, pro champ, dude.
So I watched the show, the whole show. Yeah.
Dude, amazing, right? The next time you got to come with us, bro.
Yeah,
He's got a
yeah,
VIP
yeah.
setup over there. It's just a great night. The
It really
energy is amazing, dude. It's a fun night, dude. Next time you got to come along with us, man. I'd love to have you.
Yeah, no, definitely. Yeah, I was kind of down and out that I couldn't make the last one because I mean I like boxing, so
Yeah.
I was kind of like glad that I didn't get to check that out. But,
Bro, did you hear there's more snow coming Monday? Did you hear this?
yeah, my kids are all excited. They're thinking they're gonna stay home again.
Dude, I'm done. I'm so done, bro.
I'm so snowed
Yeah.
out.
I'm so
snowed
done.
out. I can't do it anymore.
Yeah, it's enough. It's
We're
enough.
just getting. We're
I
just
know,
getting.
dude, and I only
just
say
getting
that.
our sidewalks
Yeah,
back.
I said that just to instigate you guys. That's the only reason why I even brought that up. Just
Oh, you're talking about, I love snow, so I mean I love winter. So hey, just real quick too. So we just added another Elvis night.
Okay.
On May 23rd in Fall River.
Dude, my brother loves those nights. My brother loves them.
I know.
I'm
so,
not surprised.
So we got that. Oh, and honestly, you know what? And thanks to everyone that came out for the Valentine's
That was good
Day
time.
event over at the Brew House.
Yeah.
Huge success. I mean, it was actually really great. I mean,
Awesome.
we had a really, really good time. So
Excellent. My nephew went
Rob
with his
was on-
fiance, dude. He said
Yeah,
it
I
was
saw him.
epic.
Yeah, he was
dude.
there.
Yeah, epic. Dude,
Yeah,
I always
I
have
got something
representation in
in
the
Rob.
house. Even if I'm not going, I got
Always.
somebody
Oh,
in the
yeah,
house.
you too, man. No. Yeah, no, we actually sold out, man. So it was actually a really good thing.
Dude,
That,
so I want everybody to know, I know
turned
we
out very
repeat
well.
it, we say it all the time. Anybody who books and mentions the Bobby Kudo Show gets a free bottle of wine, courtesy of the Bobby Kudo Show in Studio B. So make sure you
Awesome.
reach out to Marco, Social Table
Yep.
Events, dude, for everything amazing that's going on,
Yep.
where you want to be,
Thank you so much,
and
guys.
the
Yeah,
environment
you
you
bet.
want to be around. Brother, listen, you have this energy, dude, or that you bring around with you everywhere you go, brother, and I am just blessed to be a part of it, and I'm grateful, dude. I am grateful to call you my friend. Thank you
Same
so
here,
much,
brother.
dude.
Same here. Both of
Thank-
you guys awesome.
Yeah, I appreciate you,
Thanks,
brother.
buddy.
Thanks so much for calling in, man.
Appreciate it, man.
See you guys. See you, Jody. See you
Later,
later,
bro.
Thank you, guys.
See you later.
All right, guys.
All right.
Bye.
All right.
Look who we have in studio.
And Bento.
Hey-o.
You see how we did that? Like I was doing like the snap a finger.
We did
over
it.
here.
We did
I'm
it.
Like, so nobody could see him walking in. What's up, homie? He's finally here. Is this mic on? If your mic's on, I'm firing him tonight.
Yeah, yeah. No,
Oh,
Jody.
dude, you're not getting fired
Am I on?
tonight.
Do you think you're on? Can
He's
you hear
on, bro.
yourself?
Yeah,
He's
I'm
on.
on.
Check.
He wanted tobacco earlier, and he's like, "Hey, I'm gonna run across the street." I said, "Listen, bro, if you're not back, I'm gonna fire you." He's like, "Dude, I'll be back."
Yeah.
I
And
do.
then, like literally
Like the
a
wind,
minute
dude.
later.
Like the wind, bro.
Yeah, that thing you rolled earlier, man. That thing was a weird looking thing.
That's the way they roll now.
Yeah.
It's
He's
I
talking-
say
yo,
they.
Corey.
I say they.
Corey.
Dude, you're a they.
Corey,
You're a
you-
they.
Corey,
This is why I take 2 hours to roll up, you know?
Yeah.
no.
Well, dude, thanks for making it
It's
out
an
here,
art.
bro.
It's an
I
art
know-
form.
Dude, listen, just for the audience, I know we promoted this earlier, dude. You come from a long way. It's not easy for you to get here, bro. You're a dad. You have kids. I know we kind of got you in the last minute, but I appreciate you coming in and just sharing the mic with us for a little bit, just to kind of, the truth and honest is we were talking about Ants Late Night, you know what I mean? And I'm like, you know what? You guys have been a little slow on the production end of it. I'm like, dude, I'm always excited to see the new episodes. I'm always excited to see what's going on. But before we talk about it, I know we have a memorandum for you guys, right? Like for the show.
yeah.
So let's check this out, and then we'll follow up and we'll talk about it.
Okay.
There we go.
Oh,
So
man.
that was season, what season was that, 1?
Yeah, that was
Season
season
one.
one.
So season 2 starts when? I heard when?
We haven't gotten an official date yet. It's still
All right.
to be determined.
Because I remember you guys saying something like December.
This past one?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
I'm holding the feet to the
You know,
fire.
Bobby could have been right though, because around then we were about to come back, but then we announced the tour, the New England Hip Hop Journalist Tour.
Yeah.
I want to talk a little bit about that too, man, because I know you're putting a lot into that, and it seems like there's a lot of traction with that as well. So, you know, I know Ants Late Night is something that you guys are both passionate about, and you built that, and I think it's a staple of the community. I think people expect it, and I always enjoy it, and I'm always all the time, bro. Oh, dude, I love that segment. You know what I mean? Like those just, to me, it's really nice to see that we can create and do something organic, and it's, dude, you're not hurting nobody,
Yeah.
bro. You know what I mean? And you're bringing, it's not only is it funny, but you're bringing awareness to people that probably don't have a platform. Like a lot of these artists nobody knows who they are, and even the ones that everybody knows, like the locals, they show up and. Dude, they're cool. Like they're having a good time. They're good sports. You know what I mean? They're sticking fingers and stuff that they have no idea what's. You know what I mean? So dude, I love to see it. You know, and it's funny because we were kind of talking about working together, and we were kind of like, I don't want to let all the details out, but we're currently seeking some cast, right? Because we're going to be we're thinking of doing like a dating game,
dating game.
Oh
kind
my
of show,
God.
and so I don't want to talk about the details.
Yeah,
but-
too much. Yeah.
yeah, so
But-
it's kind of like, so I'm thinking that
Yeah.
might happen, and dude, and I think like you're like the BCC, like that is the perfect place to do this. You know what I mean?
that
And I think
sounds
if
like
we
a-
join forces, bro, we can create amazing
Yeah.
content for the city and for everybody. You know what I mean? And just awareness to what you guys are doing, which is really putting it forward, dude. A lot of kids. I say kids, you guys are kids to me. A lot of young men your age don't commit to this. They're out busy doing other things, dude. And and frankly, you guys take a lot
Move
of
the
heat.
mic more into your face, guys, because you're covered by the camera.
You guys take a lot of heat. I know you guys get a lot of heat, and maybe when you guys should get credit, you don't get the credit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so I just want to say that I appreciate what you guys do, and Jody's with me almost every week, man, and I appreciate what he does, and I know together you guys are always fun to have around. So I appreciate it, man. Thank you.
Yeah, no, thank you. It's always nice being around you. I feel like you're one of the older people in the city that
careful.
I can
Good
really
Lord.
look forward, forward to talking to though, because I learned so much from you, right? But you always keep it real and genuine, and that's something I appreciate because and especially in this city, I don't know so much about other cities, but in this city where we're from, it's hard to find as a younger creative, older creatives that are real genuine and not trying to take from you. You know what I mean? And that's something I really appreciate about you.
Thank you, brother. I appreciate it. Dude, I want nothing from you but your success, dude. I want to see you guys rock it, dude. I say to the moon, we're hanging out with astronauts, right? That's what we're all doing.
Yeah,
we,
definitely.
We bring each other along. And, dude, I just think that it's a shame. Like, I
going
think
on,
everybody
Mike?
should be watching your show, and I think we need more of it, bro. So if I can be any sort of help or, just the fact that maybe we have a little momentum here, let's push it behind the train, bro, and let's get it going. And so could we talk a little bit about the New England Hip Hop Journal, right? So what came first, the chicken or the egg? Is it Ants Late Night first, or is it New England Hip Hop Journal? What did you create first? Where did it all come from?
That's actually one of the best questions because, to be honest with you, I released New England Hip Hop Journalist 3 years ago, like as a test trial, because I've always done this. I've done this New England hip hop thing since about 2008. As an artist at first, I did the artist thing. I felt like I wasn't getting as much support, especially being in this city in Fall River. I had to look elsewhere, go elsewhere to really gain traction, and build my movement, right? And so I was like, what can I do to help artists just like me in New England, because we don't really have like a hub in New England.
Right.
You go to Atlanta, you find a hip hop hub in Atlanta where people might not associate with each other, but they know of each other, they mention each other, and it's all love because you come from Atlanta, you come from the same place.
Sure.
Here in New England, we really don't have that. So it's something that I really been trying to create over time, right? And New England Hip Hop Journalist is a testament to that because, I really wasn't the journalist guy in the beginning. At first I was more of the artist and then creative. I like to interview artists. I like to have conversations with artists in New England. I listen to a lot of New England hip hop on my own. Even my kids, for example, to be honest, my daughter knows a lot of the female artists she listens to are New England hip hop artists.
That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool.
And I keep it that way, you know, purposely, because I feel like to build that hub, you know, we need everybody.
Yeah, it starts, dude. You gotta be the example, right? Actually, be the example. And so, like, who are some of the people? Are there people that we would know, like that you've met along the way that have participated in?
Yeah, so we've met Benzino, which is he's
cool.
one of New England's like top legends. He created the Source magazine.
Okay, yeah.
Which that was, you know, hip hop's like
Yeah,
number one
the
magazine.
Source, dude, and it was radio. They did a radio program, right? There was a
Exactly.
there was a bunch of spin-off of that, dude. That was huge.
So I got like that. I got an inspiration, you know, my inspiration from him as well for a New England hip hop journalist because, hold on, I'm losing the earpiece.
These are little ears.
Yeah, I got my little ears.
Hey, remember the one that wouldn't fit in that? What was her name's ear?
Little ears.
Remember, it wouldn't fit in.
It was
no matter what we
Bryce.
did.
Was it Bryce?
Was it Bryce? Bryce got small ears.
No.
That
Oh
would
wait,
make sense.
I don't think I was here for that. Never mind.
I think it was that lady from Citizens for Citizens.
Oh yeah.
Remember? I can't forget. I'm so sorry.
Crystal Arpa.
Yeah, Crystal. I couldn't get it in her ears. It would not fit for the life of me, no matter what we did.
Yeah, Chrissy. That's funny.
Yeah, so you know, what
So we were talking about the Source magazine.
Yeah,
and
so you know, I got a lot of inspiration from Benzino because, you know, he's from New England. He's, you know, when we look at hip hop, he's probably the number one legend, you know what I mean, that we can say that made it out and made like a real impact, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then with the Source magazine, it lasted, you know, until whatever happened, you know, happened, and then everything just disappeared with the Source, right? But I caught so much inspiration from that because, you know, he's from New England, and it's like, why not have that blueprint and build off of that blueprint and create a platform for all New England hip hop artists to build from.
True.
Yeah.
And that makes sense. And so like you can actually see, okay, well, that's not existing anymore. And you see this huge gap here. Like, how do we connect people again? And then I think of, you know, again, like Bryce. Bryce is a perfect example of that. So Bryce is going to these shows. And I know Loco does a lot of the shows, too. And he's out in the Worcester area.
He's pretty active, huh?
Yeah, and he
He's
is.
out there.
And he says all the time, he goes, dude, I get out of the city because I need to expand, right? Like, I need to work with other artists. And I think a big connection is you. Like, having that New England Hip Hop Journal, like, that's where those connections are taking place, bro, right? Like, I'm going to be here and I'm doing this. And, hey, let's collab, right? And that right?
Honestly, you know, that's, you know, great that you mentioned that because that's what we aim to be. You know what I mean? I aim to be, you know, the person that fills in those gaps and makes those connections because, you know, as an artist, it's hard to find those resources. Like we were just saying, there's no hub. So where do we go, right?
Right.
Yeah.
You know,
Right.
you need to know somebody, and why not know or have a platform that's unbiased, right?
Yep.
And that'll really help you as an artist and get to at least another place. You know, I might not get you to the final door, right? But I'll get you somewhere.
Sure.
Yeah.
Right, and even the exposure of just having a conversation or being like, hey, I'm looking for beats. Where can I go get some beats, right? And know that you're going to get some great responses from people who have had experiences because, you know, frankly, I was on the hunt for like just somebody to write music for me, right? And it just got crazy. It got crazy, dude, because then you don't know who's real anymore. You know what I mean? Like, I got AI agents calling me going, hey, and like, I don't even know it's real anymore.
That's
so
true.
it kind of turned me off. So to have a hub like that, like you mentioned, I think a hub is a perfect word for that. To go in there and be like, hey, I need beats. And now people are like, hey, this is the person you want. Like, you're literally getting a referral from somebody. You know what I mean?
That's right.
So, you know, again, I think it's such an important piece to all of it, but people don't, dude, I don't think people appreciate having those outlets and those hubs because, you know, music is so digital now, bro, right? So I don't even, half the music I listen to now, I don't even know who the artist is. But
I don't know any new artists, to be honest with you.
Right. So you're too young
Yeah.
and you're close. And
Yeah,
he's too
I'm
young
close.
to know.
Yeah,
You're right there, though.
Yeah, yeah.
There was a time where I had to know the artist because when I walked into the record store, I had to be like, hey, bro, I want
This,
I need that. If I walked in and went, hey, dude, can you give me a song that me, and he'd be like, what? Or she'd be like, what are you talking about? Now,
I'm not looking for genre back
because
then.
you're
We're looking for an
streaming,
artist,
like I should say the best word is exposure.
Yeah.
Right? Because I could be listening to trap music, and the next thing you know, I'm listening to house music, and it's this mix of trap and house music together, and I'm like, holy shit, man! Like this is it. I could climb a mountain right now. And so that's where those collaborations take place, bro. Where perfect example, Linkin Park.
Yeah.
You melt the genres, right? Of between rock and rap. Yep. And some
Beastie Boys did the same thing.
That's what I'm saying.
They were the first ones of their kind. Yeah.
Yes. So it's that mix of exactly that. You know, going back, if you really want to go back to it and show your age, it's Aerosmith and Run DMC.
Yeah.
That was like they're the original, founders of the rock and mix. You're right, exactly.
You're right.
It all bounce, and what people don't realize too, it really does all bounce off each other too, because when they make these beats, they're reaching back, getting samples from these songs, these older songs and rock songs and different genres as well. Right.
And we mix it in, and next thing you know, but see, this is it. Yeah. This is where the hub happens, dude. You got people like I hate mentioning it because it's just whatever, but like Lil Nas X is a perfect example of someone who got beats for 25 cents and then writes a song that is worldwide, right? Worth billions of dollars.
Crazy.
Like, that's a possibility.
Yeah.
And I think when people see that, and I'm a perfect example of what technology can do. If without technology, guys, we're not here. The Bobby Kudo show doesn't exist. None of this is here, dude. But thankfully, technology has given me the ability that if I spend a little bit of money and I put this technology together, that I can have a live show. Sure. Like, we're streaming, we have cameras everywhere, and people are participating and commuting back. Like, this is outside of what you would see 20 years ago. There was none of this. Yeah. And now that connection of interaction, your hub, literally connects people lifetime right now.
Yeah.
Right now. This is it right now. And so I think, dude, I think birthing that is an amazing thing. It really is. And so you're doing this, right? You're working this. And then at some point, like, obviously you and Jody are friends forever, right? Like, he's been for a long time. When do you go to him or to he goes and you say, hey, dude, I want to do like a late night show. Like, I know there's a story to this, and I know that there was somebody you ran into, and she was kind enough to offer Lucy. Like, I know Lucy, and she's an amazing human being. I love her.
Yes,
so that's the only reason why I mention it. And I want you to know that lives in my head, bro. You know what I mean? I don't forget these conversations that we have because you matter to me. So, thinking about that. So where are you guys when you birth Ant's Late Night? When does that happen?
That's
It was a lot of weed.
Yeah, wait,
honestly,
hold on.
Some of that
it's
too.
a lot of weed. It's a lot of weed and just chilling in the studio, my room, and just fucking coming up with new ideas. He's always wanted the late night show idea, but it just ended up just happening right because he just brought up the idea. It's like, yo, I want a late night show.
Yeah. So this is your baby.
Yeah,
right.
And then every New England hip hop journalist, Ant's Late Night Show, local culture, that's all him. You feel me?
I come up with the ideas. It's always been like this for some reason, right? Because Jody is more than welcome to take the lead whenever, too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He knows that, too. I hope he knows that. But
I do. I do.
And but everything I come up with, right? It seems like sometimes it's even impossible. Jody presses play. Jody presses play, and it happens.
And now, speaking of the press and play thing, we just created this whole mic drop thing called press play.
Yeah. Okay. So that's another thing that we do. A lot of for the people that have been paying attention since just the local culture days, when we were just a local culture group. Because right now it's grown from local culture to the local culture network, where we have all these little branches underneath, where it's New England hip hop journalist, Ant's Late Night Show, Southbridge blogger, Fall River journalist,
Jody Joe Productions.
Yep, Jody Joe Productions, and it's it's grown so much, right? But Ant's Late Night Show, just to answer your question, Bobby, it came in this way because we were doing podcasts for a long time. I felt like podcasts were great, right? I felt like for me they were awesome because I was able to really create who Ant was, and not saying that Ant's like this magical creature, right, or something, a figment person, right? But it was just to show more of who I was.
Sure, right. The
Just
brand, the character, the brand. Absolutely.
Exactly. Just like you know this is Bobby's show, just by hearing the audio. You know what I mean? You don't even have to see Bobby in here. It's your show, right?
Sure.
So I was creating, Ant there, and I was like, I want something, I always dreamed of being the guy on the radio. I was like, but instead of, the radio, right? I met Lucy. Lucy mentioned she's got this huge studio that she works with Forward Community Media with at the BCC, and when I went to check it out, it was a full production studio. It looked like I was on Jimmy Fallon when I walked in there.
That's cool, man. That's pretty cool, man.
That's pretty sick.
So
Yeah.
I told you, I looked back at Jody.
Dude,
I was like,
perfect. Perfect. Perfect.
yeah, it's a good
Go ahead.
space.
Go ahead.
It's a great
Yeah,
space.
it's beautiful in there.
Perfect.
And
I like that idea.
as we're in there, I'm looking at Jody. I'm like, Jody, we're gonna press play on this Ant's Late Night Show idea, and
this is when? When was this? How many years
this
ago?
Was
this years?
This was literally like last
Yeah, I
year.
was gonna say,
Was
they
it
just
last
finished
year?
season 1,
Yeah.
so this is.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
You know what? This is right before you guys came in the lit summer, right?
Yep.
Right
Yep.
before
This
lit
was the
summer.
same.
Gotcha.
So the same year we started was when
Yep.
we went to that lit summer event.
Okay, gotcha.
and it just like that Ant's Late Night Show. We wanted to make it more of a TV show, talk show. I wanted to definitely not be just like another talk show host, right?
Yep.
But I am inspired by a couple of different talk show hosts that I grew up watching, like Arsenio,
Yeah.
Jimmy Fallon, Jimmy Kimmel even,
Yeah.
But I don't want to be too much like anybody. I want to really stick to being myself.
Sure.
So we've been just growing that process within season 1. Season 2 is coming a whole different way. I hope that not just Fall River, right, but all of New England is ready for season 2.
All right. Listen, if you're up to it, I know it's probably not the place to do it, but if you guys are up to it, I'd love to simulcast it. So if you guys are recording it, I know you guys, obviously there's some constituents there, but if you guys want to stream it, we'll put it. And we'll stream it to the Bobby Cotto show. I would do that. I'd love to do that.
Jody, we're gonna have to work that out.
Yeah, I have to work.
No,
Do like
absolutely.
like a simulcast kind of live.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You know what I mean, that'd be so cool, man.
I mean, it opens up so much more viewers. For
Yeah,
you guys.
legit.
Exactly. And it'd be great because I feel like we've gone so much away from Ant's Late Night Show. I feel like that's kind of the reason why we're not getting. I feel the traction we once were. Which is okay because with traction comes being consistent.
That's
Yeah.
exactly what it is, right?
That's
And
what it
figuring out what works. So you guys are lucky in the sense that you can do you're doing segments, right? And you say, well, these segments work, these do not. Throw those away. Let's do these. Let's
Correct.
bring 3 new segments in. Test those segments and see, like literally figuring out what works before you know it, dude. You get the recipe, man. And like you do these segments, dude. I think of like Dave Chappelle. Like what, you know what I'm saying? Like that's to me, that improv comedy, dude, that shit's hilarious.
Yeah.
Dude, that is monumental epic. That like
Absolutely.
if there was like a time capsule, Dave Chappelle DVD, it would be in there. Like that's the kind of like that's what I see when I see you guys. Like you have that variety. You know what I mean? And, I think putting
And it's
people,
local too, and it's local, which
yes,
is pretty cool.
and you're putting people in like these cool, uncomfortable situations, and I think that's where you see people shine the most. Like that to
You
me,
see
that's
their
hilarious,
personality.
bro. Yeah,
That's what matters kind of like the most because the viewer just doesn't want to see a robot.
right.
The viewer wants to see a person,
Yes.
real conversation, real emotion, right? And then, real like reaction as well.
Yep.
Like we kind of like learned that along the way too because we were kind of robotic the first couple episodes.
Yeah.
And we had to learn that along the way. It was new for me, just like it was new for the artists and the people that we were bringing in.
Sure.
And
Yeah.
it's I know that season 2 that another problem that we had was I wanted so bad to bring as much of Fall River in as I could, right? And I know so many different artists and creatives in the city. It's so hard to get everybody on the show, right? So season 2, we worked at figuring out how to get more of the city involved, right? So we're getting into skits, and with these skits, you're gonna be seeing a lot of Fall River in these skits.
That's awesome. I love that. Like maybe people like Just off the top of my head, like a Will Flanagan, maybe, like just right,
That's
like
right.
somebody like that's
Like,
You'll
but
be seeing,
it'll
like-
be like the randomest like link up. It'll be like
Sure.
it'll be like freaking Will Flanagan with Jay Gumby or some shit. You feel me?
Right.
Like something like that. You
Right,
feel me?
right,
But
sure,
that's
right.
that's kind of like the randomness we're going for. You
Sure.
feel me?
sure.
Yeah.
So people can just be like, what the fuck? You feel me? So they can just, so it's just like, when they watch it though, it's just gonna feel like this.
Yeah, that's right. But and not just that, but we have so many amazing people in this city. I come from the city, right? And then Jody comes from the city. You come from here, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah, dude. Born and raised my whole
Yeah,
life.
so that's
My
what
whole
I'm
life,
saying,
dude. My whole
you come
life.
from
Oh
here.
yeah,
Dude,
yeah.
both
Born
of
and
us.
raised, never left.
Amazing.
Dude, we
people.
both grew up in Vavo,
Right across the street.
the house across
We're all
the street,
fucking
bro.
green on.
Oh
Like,
yeah, so we're
it's right there.
Literally, dude.
We grew up right
I
there.
was raised in that house.
Yeah.
When I came home from the hospital,
All our grandkids,
That's the
yeah.
house I went to right
Yeah,
there, bro.
yeah.
So
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
we are lifelongers, bro.
Yeah, we're amazing people come from this city.
Thank you, brother. Thank you. Thank you.
So and
I agree with you. I agree with
Yeah.
you. My experience is the same too. But I will tell you that there's also a mirror to that. Well, there's also the yin to the yang. As wonderful as people from here can be, there's also the biggest assholes I've ever met in my life. That yeah, we'll leave it there. I'm just gonna leave that right there.
Yeah, but
I was going somewhere. I was going somewhere.
no, but
So-
you're absolutely right,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
And to those shitheads,
Yeah.
what I gotta say is
Yeah.
is that it gets easier to pick through once you start if you're your genuine self, right? You kind of like scan right through that.
But you've been victim to it.
That's
have,
right.
People have called you and gone, "Hey, we promise you the world, promise you the moon." Those people don't call me, but
No.
But they try to take advantage of you because they know you're young.
That's right.
And they figure that they can do certain things and turn profits. But the truth is, you didn't fall for it, and I'm glad you didn't because you're smarter than that.
What a
Both of
shitty
you,
thing to
both
do.
of you are.
What a shitty thing to
Yeah,
do.
well, you know what, dude?
People are shit.
Just look around, bro. Listen. The one thing I've learned more recently than anything else that it's the same names that keep coming up.
That's
It's
right.
Like I'm going through this process in my life, dude,
yeah.
and the same names keep coming up. I don't see any new players, and I say to myself, "Oh, so these are the people that control the city." Like it's pretty simple. You have the headmaster, and you have all his minions that do all
Yep.
his bidding for him.
Yep.
And it's pretty, dude. It's pretty simple.
It's evident.
It's pretty simple.
Absolutely.
So I think people like yourself, brother, people like myself that genuinely care about the city. I confront certain things even more recently where I say to myself, why am I doing this? Like, what? This is all at my expense.
Yeah.
Like, I'm literally paying to get beat up every
To get
like,
your ass beat.
Why am I even bothering? But dude, then it takes me a second to realize I know why I'm doing this.
Yeah.
It's for people like you, bro. It's
Yeah.
for people like Jody, David, and his daughter.
And I'm
that's
happy
why,
you
bro.
are
That's
because
why.
we need more people. It's not people see me all the time because I'm in front of the camera and Ant's late night show, right? But there's so many more artists that are younger and creatives in the city that are younger and are my age, around the same age, my generation, that we need people like you, bro, because the truth is that yes, there's a lot of older people that just try to take advantage of you. and we have gotten taken advantage of a couple times.
Crazy, man.
And it takes that to learn. Like it's taken that to learn from us. Now I kind of just like I try to trust, right?
Sure,
It's
sure,
what
right,
you
right.
try to trust people, and you try to put your good foot forward, and believe people that are leading with good intentions, right? But it's getting easier to scan through that because I'm meeting people like you, who's showing me that the other side of that, where it's like, no,
It's worth it, bro. It's worth it. Yeah, if you fight through it, bro, there are good people out there. And I struggle with the same thing.
Yeah.
People that are really close to me, and you're like, what?
Yeah.
For real?
Yeah, that's a tough one. That's a tough one.
I don't want to say it gets easier, but as I age, I realize the value of my reaction.
Yeah.
Right? Because I could be a raging lunatic,
That's right.
Yeah.
and I could expel all that energy. But at the end of the day,
That's a gem for real. That's really a gem.
By the
That's where
way,
you lose yourself.
hold on. Loco just said something crazy. He said, "I heard Jody likes to be taken advantage of," and I just want to answer something about that. You're correct about that.
Hey.
It just on Sundays though.
hey Haley.
But Loco actually, he knows a lot about our story. He's seen us since we first started podcasting.
He was on your show.
Exactly.
Yeah,
And and Loco actually provided us with our first space for podcasting. Which
that's amazing.
Always
Dude. That's
thankful
amazing.
for that.
That's awesome,
You know, I
man.
appreciate your boy
It's
Loco.
the stuff you don't hear about.
Yeah, you know, and he brings a lot of the. He's like me too. He brings a lot of the people together in the city. You know, filling in those gaps and connecting people.
Yeah.
And that's something that a lot of people don't mention too about him. You know, I'll definitely say that. You know, I appreciate your boy Loco too.
Yeah, me too, man. Me
You
too.
know.
He's
Yeah,
all
he's a
right.
good dude.
Even if he's a Democrat, he's still all right.
You know, and something I knew I learned about him.
Paul
he
did
likes
it.
he likes trees. You know,
He does like trees.
You know, I noticed that. You know, he's in his live videos, he's over there. He's like a herbalist.
Always.
You know, I'm like, what is going on? You know,
He's very elusive too. Remember the episode we did? We were talking about boxing. And he's
yeah,
like-
yeah.
He's great.
That was the 4 p.m.
Yes,
yeah,
we did,
the 4
we
p.m.
did
yeah.
the panel there. Where that's when Tyke Myson came in and
Tyke came in.
we almost had a fight. We almost had a fight in the studio.
Let's kick him out.
He's-
That was hilarious.
he's actually part of something very neat too that's coming together in the city. So Fall River Community Arts. Jody, am I saying
Yeah, I
that
think
right?
you're right. Yeah,
Arts Coalition.
Arts Coalition.
No,
yeah,
no,
yeah.
creative.
I'm butchering it. We're
Yeah.
butchering it.
Oh,
It's
frack.
called frack. Yeah, frack. That's
the
the
frack?
what is that called when it is simplifying the word?
It's an
acronym.
There
Acronym.
you go. So it's frack. They're actually trying to learn more about Fall River hip hop, right? And the neat thing about that is that they reached out to people like me and your boy Loco, and which is really cool because they've been paying attention. You know, it shows that they've been paying attention because I talk to almost all the artists in the city.
Yeah.
You know, and I deal with all the artists in the city. So, it's real neat that they even mention me or look to have that conversation with me and your boy Loco because something's coming together in the city for Fall River for hip hop.
It's called Fall River Arts and Culture Coalition.
Okay. And
Thank you,
something's-
Loco.
yeah. So something's coming together in the city that is real unique, something that we never had. And it's gonna be something that hopefully
Is
lasts.
this like a show? Is it going to be an event? Is it an event?
I don't know. Maybe an event comes out of this, but
Okay.
more like a organization, more like a group,
Okay.
and something that'll keep Fall River hip hop the front of the arts conversation in Fall River, which we need because there's a lot of different things that we have here in the city, but hip hop is a strong thing we have here. We have like a strong culture of hip hop.
pretty-
here.
Yeah, there's a lot of
you do.
music to do.
Quite a bit.
Being in New England, Marky Mark, like there's a lot of the New Kids on the Block. There's a lot of famous.
People forget the
musicians.
talent
New
that come-
Edition.
that has
Yeah.
come out of. Yeah,
The
112.
Funky,
What's
the
not
Funky
112,
Bunch.
New Edition, New
Scott's
Edition,
still
yeah.
here. Funky Bunch. He's right down on Anawan Street. His
Yeah.
studio's right there. He's still
still
like the
going,
Funky
yeah.
Bunch is still out there performing. Dude, Scott's amazing. Dude, I love Scott.
You know what's unique about New Edition too? You mentioned New Edition. When I first got introduced, my start to everything in New England hip hop, the person that actually got me involved with everything and actually showed me the way was Bobby Brown's nephew.
No kidding.
Oh, get out!
What was his name?
So Lorenzo
right.
Hicks.
All right.
And people know him as Boogs. He's an R&B artist. He's been sitting for a while. He's been away. Unfortunately, life didn't really deal him the right set of cards. Right. Happens to like the best of us sometimes.
Sure, right.
But he's taught me a lot, and I've carried that along the way. Through everything. But he's Bobby Brown's nephew. Believe it or not.
Pretty sick.
That's pretty cool, man.
Yeah.
There's a lot of legacy there.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Bobby's still around. Didn't make out.
Whitney didn't
Didn't work out for her.
No.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's terrible when you think about it. APAC.
Telling you.
Good lord.
Dude, telling you. You know why?
Yeah,
You ever
shut
watch?
up the chocolate
You ever watch Once Upon a Time in Mexico?
Yeah. In Mexico? No. I was thinking about a whole
There's a
different movie.
scene where Johnny Depp is in the restaurant.
Yep.
And he's cutting the food and he eats it and he says to him, he goes, I am the bringer of balance. He goes, this right here, he goes, I believe it was pork. Don't quote me. He goes, this is the best pork I've ever eaten in my life.
Yeah.
And therefore, this cannot exist. So when I'm done eating, I'm going to get up, I'm going to walk into the kitchen, I'm going to go shoot the chef. I know, right? But it's balance, right? It's balance. He is the bringer of balance.
Good lord.
Right? And so when you
Wow,
think
that's
about
like going to the
That's
extreme.
deep.
Right?
That's
Yeah.
dark.
But
That's dark.
So imagine,
Good lord.
dude. Imagine if that exists.
that's how it works?
Yes. Imagine if that's, dude. The music industry. That's the music industry.
Yeah.
That's
True
Yeah.
though.
That's the music industry. Dude, the control is the control. And when you have Whitney Houston singing the national anthem like that, dude, that you can't have that.
And who is APAC?
Can't have that.
Who is APAC? No one
Oh
knows.
my God, they'll shut us down.
No one knows.
They're gonna shut us down.
No one knows who they
Legit.
are.
Yeah, I'm so. When you say things like that to me, like you said today, dude, I want you to know, like my heart like gets warm because dude, I say certain things, and especially to people that I trust. You know what I mean? I don't. There are things I don't say on the microphone. Imagine that.
Yeah, sure.
And I bring these ideas because I don't think anybody that I know is willing to go outside of.
Not that we know.
Right.
No.
So when
Nobody is fitting within a certain box.
So
right?
I have to be very careful
you
not
gotta
to
be
say
very careful.
something, and you're looking at me going, all right, Bobby's fucking nuts. Like he's completely lost his fucking mind. Like this guy is completely gone. But I say certain things to you.
Well,
like
that was my intent. Yeah, that was my
long
first take.
time
That
ago.
was my first take.
Right, and you're like, well, this guy's out of his fucking mind. And then
I'm like, why does he keep fucking saying this shit?
we sit down at dinner today, and he's like, Bobby, I want you to know, dude, all that stuff you said. He's like, I get it. I see it now.
Yeah. Way ahead of the curve. Way ahead of the curve. So I was very impressed, to be honest. It was very.
And I take no credit, bro. It's just honestly, brother, I've been here for a minute.
Well, it just felt like you were ahead of the game for the first time I actually met somebody who was ahead of the game before everybody. Because you always feel like you're always finding something last.
Yes, right.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes
I
no
feel
sense.
I feel like life is always
Somebody's
like that.
this. Hey, you see that TV show? I'm like, what TV show?
Yeah.
Dude, I watched the whole season. And I'm like, bro, I have never heard of that TV
Never heard
show.
of it. You always
yes.
Game of Thrones.
Yeah, I'm always last.
It was so last.
I'm always
for me.
last. I'm always
and
last.
so I feel like that's just how it is. And I think for the first time I realized, wait a minute, I just met somebody who told me something was going to happen before it was already happening. It just wasn't mainstream.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, it wasn't out there.
Yeah,
and it's almost like society told us you're supposed to think this way. And for many, many years, we'll call it 70, 80 years, that's been the thought process.
Yes.
And now all of a sudden it's like,
Don't you dare question it. Don't you
I
dare
did.
question it.
I did. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And there it is.
I
So
did. And then I looked outside the box and you're like, holy shit.
it's moments like that,
It's
bro.
wow.
But I will tell you, bro. Like,
Lived in a box my whole
dude,
life.
that doesn't come easy, right? So imagine what people know.
You
I
have to
say,
acknowledge that it's truth or could potentially be truth.
yeah, I talk
That's hard
about
to
the
do.
show. I've been doing the Bobby Kudo show for like 13 years, 12, 13 years now, right?
Yeah.
But people don't understand is I did other things while I've been doing the Bobby Kudo show. I had other podcasts. I did the Disgruntled American podcast. That was more successful than this.
Yeah.
That show, if we could have worked it all out, there was some things happening in our lives. And no, I mean, those guys are amazing, Steve and Joe. I love them. And I mean, probably some of the greatest creation I've ever done in my life. And there's 30 episodes of that. So if anybody wants to go listen to those and you want to get, dude, if you want to hear some of my foresight saying stuff that has happened.
It's wild, guys.
Bro, Kamala Harris nobody even knew who she was. And Joe goes, Kamala Harris is going to be the president. Is going to be the vice president.
Yeah.
It's gonna be, and then she's gonna run for president. And we're like, dude, you have lost your freaking mind, dude. You fell off the baby wagon. You're out of here, dude. A year later, year and a half later, like here, I'm like, dude, where did you pull that out? It's moments like that. Like to your point, I'm like, wow, dude,
I just think people are just afraid to think outside the box. It's comfortable being within that perimeter.
Yeah.
You found your comfort zone.
Yeah.
You've been in there for so long, and now you're like, well, I'm okay with this.
Yeah.
This I can deal with this, and never see it from a different point of view.
But also living within the confines of ridicule, right? Because if you don't go along with the narrative, you're either a bigot, you're a Zionist, you're anti-Semitic, right? You're a racist.
And there's a lot of that going
Oh,
on right
it's
now,
easy.
too. Yeah.
It's easy.
Yeah.
Corey, listen, if I don't agree with you, bro, that's the first thing I could do.
Yeah.
And that's it. The conversation's over. Like, I've dealt with people where they're like, I feel like you're harassing me.
Yo,
Well,
honestly,
it's over.
Well,
It's
honestly, one thing I've learned about Corey is that Corey doesn't have an opinion, like at all. Like I be asking him, like, because like I'm very controversial, as you know. So
That's a good balance, though.
So I be asking him, I'm like, what's your take on this? He's like, huh.
You know
He's
what
like, it doesn't pertain to my life. I don't really care.
It's you know what it
What a
is though,
gift
is
to have.
because when you
I kind
put
of want to be that. Like that.
I feel
can't.
like when you put energy into certain things, like it takes away from
100%.
Oh,
yes,
100%.
Yes.
And I feel like that's the human
Yeah.
issues that we have is that it's like that. It's wild. When you study somebody and you study the habits, majority of people act the same way every day.
But listen, just so I don't get too far from it, the point I was trying to make was, so I've been doing this for like 13 years. I was doing these other shows. Well, the Disgruntled American podcast was such a heavy political show. So that's 3 point of views. I'm an independent, unenrolled. Joe is a Republican Democrat. And then Steve is a staunch Republican. Steve is very proud. He wears it very proudly. So the dynamic of that show was profound. It was, and all the show was literally based off clips. Like I would pull clips for all week. I would take all the clips, all the super clips, right? And we would play those throughout the show, and we would all have opinions on those clips that would take place.
Pretty cool.
It was just a great experience for me, and that's where this comes from. Like being so embedded and being exposed to so much information all at once, because I was doing the show by myself. It's almost not that I got a higher power of awareness, but I was seeing so many different things separate that I was automatically drawing lines, going, "Oh, wait a minute, this is wait a minute, this is going. Oh, okay, this all leads back to this one place."
Yeah.
Like, and it happens over and over and over again, and then you see patterns, and you're like, "Wait a minute, really?" And then that's where we are today. And you realize, as you see these things, and even people, I'll get hate for this. People people love Trump. People love him. He's right there. He's on my wall. People love Trump. But I think Trump serves his purpose. I think I
still think he's the best option.
There it is, right there. He's the best option.
Yep.
And again, I say this, and I say this freely. You don't have to like your boss. Yep. But do I believe that he is under a compromise with certain powers? The answer is absolutely yes. And I would challenge anybody with that same question. Do you believe he's working completely under his own power, or do you believe that there's influence there?
He cannot be completely under his own power, because I
not
feel like
designed
it's
that
too.
way.
Yeah, it's not designed that way. It's too much. Too much to have power over.
Right.
It's,
But the truth is, Corey, all of the hate goes to him, right? So if that's true, what you say right now, then why aren't we distributing the hate, right? There are many entities and powers at play, not just him, but all of it ends up in the Trump basket, right? It's all in his, right?
Yeah,
You know what
I mean, he's hated. Obviously, clearly, he's hated, right?
But that's easy though. That's
I
easy
don't.
narrative.
I still.
I think it's because he's different. I think it's because he's different. He's a lot.
I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna take it for someone who doesn't like the guy, but it's just because he's arrogant. Honestly, that's what it is. It's because he thinks his balls are bigger than everybody else's. You feel me?
Yeah, but but that's the thing, is that's why I say he's different, because with me, I don't particularly like that about him as well, right?
Yeah.
But I know that I don't speak on people's positions that I know I couldn't do.
Sure.
I couldn't be the president.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
I know
Right.
that personally,
Right.
because
Right.
it's
So
just
crazy.
you
You just kind of nailed it. I mean, we all sit here and criticize.
Yes.
And
Yes.
what is he doing here?
That's-
And you're sitting here. This is a man who has to deal with world powers, right? Right. He's meeting every
Dude,
single
you
powerful
know,
in every
To your
every
point,
move.
every problem is his problem.
Yes.
Every problem is his problem.
Everything.
Yes.
If it has the USA there,
Yes.
it's his problem,
Yes.
not our problem.
Yes.
It's his problem.
Yep.
And he has to do the best he can with what he has, the information that he has. Now, to kind of go back to what you were saying with, he doesn't have ultimate power. No, he does not. It was never designed for him to have ultimate power, his position. That's why we have, the three branches of government.
Yeah, nor do I believe he could be productive that way. I
but-
believe the resistance
Correct.
to that would be profound.
Correct.
Nobody
To
would
have
even-
one
yeah,
person
yeah,
know
nobody would.
everything,
Yes,
I
yes,
think
yes.
is also very dangerous as well. I mean, you would think your president would know everything. You would think subconsciously.
Just awareness. Right?
Awareness.
Yeah,
awareness.
Not like AOC. Like if I ask you a question, hey, listen, if China attacks Taiwan,
Yeah.
I wish we had that clip. What would you do? And she's like, well, the policy is, and dude, she says nothing. And so here's the problem. So she went to that event, right? That event, guys, believe it or not, do you know what that was? I'm going to enlighten you guys. I love this. That was her first step towards running for president.
Oh wow.
That's what that was.
Okay.
She was in an international stage where she was asked questions from international leaders, and those were going to be her snapshots and sound bites. So now she's running for president, and now she's like, in this conversation, this is her policy. In this conversation, this is her policy. But when she was put up to the task, She couldn't do it. She couldn't handle it. She just
couldn't deliver.
you know what? When it was she deviated from the script. She wasn't expecting to get a question about Taiwan. Frankly, dude, I am not running for president. But if you ask me a question about the Taiwan policy, that is very simple. Our assets. Let's put it this way, ladies and gentlemen. If China invades Taiwan and prevents them from creating the chips that we need, the technology that we need, our economy ceases to exist. Remember the whole Ford shortage, the microchips?
Yep.
Like they were in like hundreds of thousands upon these. Like imagine that. Now
These are the containers, right? They're on the containers.
yeah, they were literally in parking lots,
Yeah.
just rotting away because they didn't have the chips in the motherboards. The trucks were built, but they had no components for the brain. So Taiwan is the number one in the world. That's their economy.
Yeah.
Their economy is silica, making chips for us. So if China takes control of that, then that's a hostile attack.
And Taiwan is considered an independent state. Right?
Yes,
it's
country.
separate from
They're
they're a country.
Yes.
They're separate.
But
from
they
China.
weren't always that way. They weren't always that way. They got their independence. But dude, China's like, hey, we want it back. China wants it back. So the question is this. If this is the question that was posed to her, if China were to attempt to take over Taiwan, what would you do? And the answer is you blockade it. You stop it. You prevent that from happening.
Because it affects us.
Yes, and the answer is very, very simple. It would never get to that point. I would answer that exactly that way. My diplomacy, with my diplomacy, they won't take Taiwan. Because we're going to work with China. We're going to come to an agreement where they're not going to. That would be my. Dude, I'm not even being specific. I'm just kind of throwing that out there.
Yeah.
She couldn't.
Oh, that would have been the answer.
She didn't reply.
Yeah. No, I get what you're saying.
Because you know why, dude? Because she's a dumb
doesn't know.
bartender.
She doesn't
That's
know.
why.
Yeah.
People will give me hate for that, but that's what she is. She's a dumb bartender, and she is a gaslighter. You put her in the right situation, and she's the one in front of the fence crying.
Yeah, she reads the script.
Yeah, right. It's all for show, dude.
Scripted.
And so the Ayanna Presleys of the world, right? Like these are the people. Like and Ayanna, don't even get me started on her, bro. Like her corruption is so deep.
I just can't.
You know what makes me crazy, dude? Is how arrogant she is.
Oh, she's very.
Look, if you ask her the time of day, how dare you ask me the time of day? Like that's who she.
Very
dude,
theatrical.
That's who she is, right? Her bald head, her big eyes, and that pronounced voice that you know from down the hall who's coming, right? And she puts that persona on. You know why? Because again, like I mentioned to you earlier, there are certain people in the world that have realized if I do this, I am bulletproof.
Yep.
Right? Hey, guys, ready?
It's so true.
If I tell you right now I'm gay, guys, I'm gay.
Yep.
Jody, I'm a homosexual, okay?
Can I get your number?
I love that. I am bulletproof.
Yes.
I dare you to say something bad, derogatory about me that I'm gay.
Well, naturally, we're all going to change our approach.
Canceled. You know, automatically get canceled.
Yeah.
You know,
Can't say
that's where
anything.
we've gotten to.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You see?
We've
And I
gotten
think
to that.
that's so
and
unfair.
people
That's so
weaponize it.
unfair.
People figure it out. People figure shit
Yeah,
out.
oh, yeah.
If you haven't figured it out, guys, we had a couple of Haitians in Boston that stole like $10 million from our federal government. You got a bunch of Somalis out in Minnesota that have billions of dollars in corruption.
Still
Dude,
finding
right?
some.
So
Still.
so think about it,
wild.
dude. It's these people that have these little ideas, man, and
You know what's funny? I've never seen so many things happening all at once. Right? We've already stopped talking about Minnesota. Right? We've had what was it two murders? It was
That's what did it.
You had a couple of people die in protest, right, with ICE. You've had the whole thing with Minnesota. You had there's so much going on in Minnesota, yet we've almost seen it be swept under a rug right now. We're not even talking about that. Now we're back on the Epstein files. You see how there's so much
Yeah,
Did you see New York?
information out there?
Did you see New York? They cleaned the snow. The snow melted. Did you see what was left behind?
Yeah, it was like shit or something.
There was
Wasn't
human
it
shit
Human
everywhere.
Human shit.
Because
Yeah.
when they plowed the snow, obviously all the shit that gets plowed with the snow melted, and the sidewalks are literally covered
In
in
human
human
shit.
feces. Covered,
That's
dude.
Everywhere.
crazy.
Yeah.
This
That
is
is
New York.
crazy.
This is the greatest city in the world, bro.
Wow.
Right?
Yeah.
And then Mondani goes, we need the rich to pay the tax, and we're going to raise the taxes. Dude, how about you cut some of this garbage that you've got going on here, dude?
Yeah.
There's so much over government spending. No, instead you're going to tax the rich. Guys, this isn't about this isn't about the poor. This is about getting more money. How can they get more money? And now they're going to go to the rich. But the problem is the rich these are the guys that get him in,
Yeah.
right? These are the people that are funding their campaigns. So now your buddy may hand that feeds you, right? Right? Why would he do that? I know why. Ready? Why?
Why?
Because he doesn't need him.
No.
He doesn't need him. Mondani proved that he has enough people. Let's just call them illegals, call them the vote, call them whatever you want, to win. Dude,
Well, he appealed.
no offense.
Somehow.
No offense to him that he's Muslim. No, I have no offense to that man.
No.
He can be
no,
Muslim. That's
absolutely,
great.
Absolutely.
But just given the situation, right? So New York was attacked
Yeah.
by an Islamic idealism of jihad.
Correct.
They flew airplanes into the World Trade Centers.
Correct.
I understand moving on from that, but the idea that we would instill, like he swore in on a Quran. He didn't even swear in on a Bible.
Sure.
So,
Which I understand, though.
do you though? Do you though?
I do.
Okay. So you come to America to follow the Quran rules or to follow the Catholic rules?
I think, to be honest with you, I think they shouldn't. If they don't want to put their hand on the Bible, I'm okay with that. I think it should be
Yeah, but
some
you-
sort
but
of.
David, you're in America, bro.
Sure.
You-
and this is a Christian country.
If I went
I get
to-
it.
if I
get
went-
it.
if I went
but the
there-
Bible means nothing to him.
If I went to Dubai,
yeah.
and I would expect that would be a Quran. But we're in the United States of America.
Yeah, but you wouldn't run for office there.
No, well, maybe.
No, you
Depends.
wouldn't. No, you wouldn't.
No.
Because you're the complete opposite. What works here or
Yeah,
what's
for
done here
sure.
could
Yeah, for
never
sure.
would never
For
be
sure.
accepted there.
For sure.
No
but
freaking
back
way.
to my point. Dude,
No
I
way.
think if you're going to be the mayor of the greatest city, the Big Apple, where we celebrate the new year, that's it's Times Square.
Yeah.
Right? What's more American than that? And you've got
I just-
Muslim mayor swearing in on
Yeah.
a Quran. I struggle with that. Dude.
Well, I think
I'm sorry.
But I can definitely say something. So, just to be, devil's advocate to that, and counter that. I was gonna say, but what if like that's, because they have to swear by what they really believe in, right? Because it has to mean something.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. I mean, Nelson's saying that Trump didn't swear on the Bible, and so like for me, in other words, what's our identity? Right?
Don't you swear-
We're America, right? We're
Yeah, but
America.
don't
But
you
what
swear-
does that mean
okay.
today?
All right, so never mind the Bible.
America back then, when it
Okay.
first started, meant something different than what it is today.
Yeah,
There's
but-
a sense of pride
yeah.
then that we don't have today. So we're a melting pot
Nelson,
of
so
so
what do you,
many
yeah,
things.
but what do you? So Nelson, what do you swear to? Where do you swear your allegiance to? Should it be the American flag? Should we fold the American flag?
Yes.
And you put your hand on.
I
the,
think that should be an
I
option.
think that's fair.
Honestly,
I think.
yeah.
He actually said the only book you should be swearing on is the United States Constitution.
Okay, I agree with that.
That's
That's
it. I agree with
such
that
what I'm
as
saying. The
well.
Bible, Nelson, I agree. I am with you. I agree with him 100%.
I
So
agree with
and
that
that,
as
and
well.
you and I do not oppose that idea, and I think that should be what we should expect moving forward. It shouldn't be a
If we're gonna
Bible or a
if we're gonna
Quran.
have,
It
if we're
should
gonna
be the
have a nation
Constitution.
full of
Nelson, good
a,
idea.
a
That's
melting
great.
pot of people, I think
Yep.
we have to
Religion should
understand.
This is why I love having the
yeah,
audience here, bro.
Yeah,
Like,
this is why I
right?
think religion, and this is why they were saying religion and state need to be separated.
Before we even continue that, the Pilgrims came here to
The Puritans,
Puritan, well, both Puritans and the Pilgrims, yeah.
practice their religion.
religious freedom. Yes, 100%,
And
without
I feel
persecution.
like that's where the religion in the United States comes from.
It does.
In the pledge, it goes. I pledge allegiance to the United States, to the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God.
It didn't always exist, though. Believe it or not. When that the original one didn't have God. It was added at some point after the
But
after.
we also
some
have to
point.
remember that the Pilgrims came and wiped out other religions as well.
Yeah,
You know
yeah.
what I mean?
And it's not that I want to take God out of the equation. I'm a Christian. The way I look at it is sometimes when you mix religion and let's say politics, it gets so messy. And then all of a
but-
sudden now religion, what was
Yeah.
supposed to be something spiritual and pure, now is political. It's used as a political tool,
but I don't-
and I don't
But
like.
I think
Me
okay.
neither.
Can I? I think I'm looking at it from the other side of that. So I'm not looking at it as the politician making the man. I'm looking at the religion making the man, right? So I am not a religious person. I am not.
Yeah.
If you told me what religion by default, I'd say I'm Roman Catholic. But in general, I don't practice
Correct.
a religion. But what I would say is that my morals align with that of like, just morality, right? Like just be kind to your fellow man, right? Don't steal. Like the 10 Commandments, I can go by. I'm cool with those rules. Like I follow along with that. But what I'm saying is when what used to be really important, like when a presidential candidate was running for president, his religious state was part of his right. If say for example, if Reagan had said, "Hey, I'm Muslim. I'm something else," right? He might not have won the election back then, right? Because that's Catholic. That was the driver, right? The unions, everything else. That's what I'm saying. Now I think society has adjusted to obviously what we are. You said it earlier. We're a melting pot, right?
We are.
At some point you realize that things mutate and they change.
Yep.
But with that said, if we're going to change our process in which we swear our oath to, let's say, the United States of America, that should be a process. I don't think that's like willy-nilly based on the state, whatever you want. I think if you're going to hold a man to his credit and his word, then he should swear to that, right?
You should swear to the country.
If I say to you guys, you have my word. I'm giving you my word.
Yep.
Like that means something to me. Yep. But if it doesn't mean anything to me, I could say that as much as I want, and it really doesn't matter.
Absolutely.
So I think that the tradition is super very important. And Nelson, again, to your point, bro, I'm not opposed to using the Constitution. I think that's a great idea.
I think it's a great idea.
That's an
the
amazing
American flag.
I don't even want to say compromise because it's not a compromise, but that should be the book. It shouldn't be the Bible. Great point. And it shouldn't be the Quran. It should be the Constitution of the United States. That's what I agree. So I don't know how you guys feel about it, but I do say that religion is important in the character of a man.
Yeah, clearly because we're not trying to. I don't think we've ever elected somebody who was a Satanist, and that's considered also a religion as well.
I would hope
right?
not. I would hope not.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? We're not there. And yes, I do believe.
We need to re-elect Maura Healey. Like who?
Who?
This is
Who wrote that? Yeah, if you guys
hey, keep him. Don't look. Keep him.
Yeah.
Put it up. I love it, dude. She was just here. She was hanging out with Coogan, and she was hanging out with Mitchell in New Bedford, rubbing elbows. Dude, I didn't realize how little she is. She's like tiny. She should be in that tiny wrestling.
Does she make Heelys?
Heelys,
dude.
I just seen.
By the way, Nelson Rigo said the Pledge of Allegiance was written in 1892, I believe, by a social minister, but in 1950
was rewritten.
1954 was when they added God in there.
God,
yeah, it wasn't always there.
Okay,
yeah, it wasn't always there.
Nelson's great. I've been trying to get Nelson on the show, but he's too busy all the time.
I was gonna say,
I seen
it looked like a commercial or something with Maura Healey and Coogan. Yeah, like they just put it out or something.
Yeah, they're buddies.
Speaking of that, I wanted to answer a couple of the comments that I've had. Yeah, I don't hate Paul Coogan. Just to put it out there. Yeah,
I'm so sorry.
I had like
I'm trying to minimize the F word on the show. Let's try to minimize.
So sorry, buddy.
So that's okay, guy.
Go ahead.
I had some comments, saying that I hated Paul Coogan. I don't hate the guy, right? You see me run, on a campaign with Christopher. I joined Christopher's campaign to try and help him get that, settled. And then Boomer after that, when Christopher dropped out.
It's easy to be put into a label.
Yeah.
You oppose somebody, you automatically are, he hates me.
Yeah, if the guy was I didn't have him as a vice principal myself, right?
Yeah,
I went to Diamond, and he was at Durfee, If the guy was a good vice principal, then so be it. But as a mayor, he just is not the guy.
Well, we see the results of that. Like it's clear, and it's easy to come on. You know what? I try to be very careful with this because we could come on here and be like, he's this, he's that, right? And there's nothing. Nobody can stop us, right? We can say whatever we want about the man. My argument to this is always just look around, guys. Just look around.
Well, it's evident.
When I literally drive down the street, at my age, I am no longer reactive. And I drive in this, dude, when I hit these potholes, I am reactive. I'm screaming in my truck because I'm like, this is impossible.
And you're truck, by the way.
Dude, right, and I cannot, right, and there's no way to navigate through that. And I say to myself, dude, what are we doing to the emergency vehicles of the city? The police cars, the fire engines, the ambulances that are driving through this shit and busting rims and tires. Nobody gives a shit, dude. And The worst part, like I said earlier, we talked about in the beginning, is they fuck with it and they. Sorry, I didn't mean to swear. You didn't get the beep over there. They mess with it, dude. They mess with it, and then they leave it worse than they found it.
Oh, 100%.
Like that's the worst part. That
And
makes
that's
me
the
even
sucks.
more crazy.
I
Oh,
agree.
somebody's pipe breaks in the house, and they cut the street, and then all of a sudden it's 3 inches lower than the rest of the road, dude. It's literally speed bumps everywhere, bro.
Yeah,
bad.
and it's
It's
ridiculous. You know, I don't, I don't live here personally anymore, right? I would.
Good for you.
You know, honestly though, I was even talking about this to some of my, people where I'm at now. I would move back. I love this city so much. That's why I do what I do here. You know what I mean? And that's why I keep coming back to do what I do. I'll drive the, hour and a half or 2 hours or even 5 hours if I have to continue doing what I'm doing, right?
Yeah.
And because I really, for me, it means something. And I know that it's building something that we never had here, for my generation, right?
Yeah.
But this guy, Coogan, he looks at all of my generation. It doesn't matter who you are. You can be, sorry to throw names in here, but Colin Dias, right? You could be him. He looks at you like a punk. I've mentioned, we've done Easter events.
You mean Colin Dice when the way Coogan looked at Colin? Is what you're saying?
Yeah, well, yeah, but even in general, all of the people in
Because I know there was a tie comment, right? The whole thing with the tie. And,
Yeah.
And he has this thing where he just looks at us like punks. And I don't know if it's because he was a vice
That's what I'm saying.
principal.
Do you think he has that kind of in him?
Like
from
beneath you?
being,
Like beneath
Yeah,
you?
the kind of, what do you do? You talk down to students, right?
So,
Like a
so I
teacher's
hope
what
he
a
hears.
teacher does.
I hope he hears this because maybe this is a way for him to realize.
Ken won't let him listen.
Ken won't let him.
No, Ken won't let him. Go ahead.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
interesting. But someone should tell him in his own little group there that in order to be a leader, regardless of what age and what generation you grew up in, you need to relate to the youth, right? The youth is the future.
Mm-hmm.
If your youth is shit, the future of the city is shit. Right?
Dude,
Does that make sense?
everything.
And it goes on every
Yes,
level.
yes,
If your governor is shit, your state is shit.
Yes.
If you're president, we see that all the way up to the White House with Biden.
Yes.
When he was president, it was complete dog shit.
And you want to hear something?
Dog shit. The guy was non-existent.
And that's the thing too is, sorry to interrupt.
No, of
but
course.
If he was to open his eyes, and that's why I get so frustrated about it, because if he was to open his eyes for real, right, he would see that the youth in my generation, we really ain't that bad. The people that I've come across, the people that I grew up with, a lot of us, we figured out a way to like really do good for ourselves, and not just that, but put the younger generation onto different things.
It's harder for you.
In spite of it being
It's harder for you
almost
guys.
impossible. I just want to respond to
Fall of a Communist Party again?
Yes, I want to
You see
respond.
that?
So his comment or her comment was, we need to have a local income tax to help cover the cost of the roads. Yes, it's called excise tax. We already pay.
Okay, wait a minute.
Excise tax.
Wait, but Bobby.
I just
Bobby.
paid $400.
Bobby, go up a little higher. Go up a little higher. You'll see another comment that he or she or whatever. They, them.
This is a joke. It's a joke. It's a
Yeah.
joke. It's a joke. Because that's funny.
What does it say?
It's Gavin Newsom. That's funny. Whoever this is, I
Yeah,
follow. Yeah, I want to follow you. I like this person. Whoever this is, yes.
So yeah,
that's hilarious.
Gavin Newsom will be a
Yeah.
great president and
But-
will be an asset for Fall River.
Hey, he just commented again. Look.
That's great, dude. I love it. But yes, we already pay a tax to have the streets. Like
Correct.
you're gonna take. You can't take more money. That's a Gavin Newsom idea.
Seriously.
And we're already
Ask him about the
complaining
train.
taxes. We're already complaining about
Bro.
taxes in the city. People
Property
can't
tax
live.
went up.
Property and water.
You know what's
they've
crazy?
both gone up.
The day after, which is why I said that. See that post? See my post with Coogan and Elizabeth Warren
Oh,
with
that
the
was
headdress on?
hilarious.
That's why that came up.
Yeah.
Because, after going through all of this, like with the snow and like everybody's just kind of like, dude, it's almost, you couldn't write this. You know what's funny? You guys ever watch Parks and Recreation?
We paid for that, by the way.
You watch Parks and Recreation?
Yeah.
No.
I used to watch. I think.
Dude,
Yeah, it
could
was on late
dude,
night.
go watch it.
Really?
Go watch it.
It sounds stupid already.
Because you know what, dude? It is Fall River, Massachusetts. And you know what the funny thing is? All the characters of that show, I know who they are. Like, there's a Fall River character for each one of them.
Okay.
Yes. There's a boomer. Yes, there's
What-
there's a Jessica Machado, dude. I am telling you, dude. Parks and Recreation is Fall River. Somebody was watching this here and
recreated it.
And recreated
what
it.
channel? Like, what is it on? What
Oh,
platform?
you can stream it.
You can stream it?
Anyway,
Okay.
yeah, Hulu. Yeah, if you put in Parks and Recreation, I think it's comedy. I think it's a Comedy Central
it is.
program.
It's
So
Yeah, it's with Chris Pratt, right?
Yes, yeah.
Hey, is he? Can we even have an account? Somebody have an account called the Fall River Communist Party.
Of course, why not?
Is that accepted?
It's his, dude. It's his freedom. You can do whatever he wants. Freedom of speech. Absolutely.
Wasn't that like a no-no?
I support him.
That was a no-no.
I support him doing that because that's his freedom of right. He can do that.
Yeah.
It's just funny to see that, though. I'm not gonna lie.
It came out of nowhere. I've never seen it. I've never seen that.
I'm gonna be real.
no idea
I knew it was a troll thing because Communist Party really.
No, it's great though.
No one.
Listen, Fall River Communist Party. I expect
Nelson
you here.
Rigo loves it.
I expect him here every week or her, wherever you are.
Yeah.
You are now part of
They-
the show.
yeah,
You are
they,
now
them.
you are
They,
now
them.
part of the show, and I think. Jody, what we might do is give them admin rights to the chat so they can control all of the chat. I think that's. we're gonna
snap.
talk about that. We're gonna work that out because that's.
see that.
I see potential there. I see some serious potential.
Oh man. We're gonna have him controlling the comments over here.
Listen, guys, we've been here for 2 hours, and I would love to keep. And we're up to 15 people now. Everybody's showing up now.
Yep.
We did a whole show. Where the hell were you all? I know what they were doing. They were watching curling.
Oh my God! They have an official meeting. This ain't a troll account. Oh my God! I'm going.
Where?
I'm going.
All right, where's the meeting? Can you tell us? Can you tell us where?
Dates.
We'll
Yeah.
show up together.
Yes.
I'll show
Yes. Let's.
I'll go just to
Let's
meet
share-
you.
yeah, let's share the date.
I want to know who's running.
All right,
this.
let's find out. Do we know who it is?
Well,
We
it's telling. Why don't we go on that page and find out who's following them back?
Oh, there you go.
That's
There you
an
go.
easy way to.
There it
Yeah.
is. There you go.
Do that right
Well,
now.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see who
Jody,
decide.
Jody's doing that.
Jody's doing a little investigative work right now.
Yeah.
We will message.
Oh,
you.
great. Okay, I'll be
I'm
waiting.
not gonna lie. I'm a little
I'll be
worried.
wait-
I'm a little concerned here.
I want to check. I want to check that out. I'm very interested. That's absolutely hilarious. If nothing else, very creative.
It would be Fall River.
it's
It
very-
would be Fall River that
it's
would
very
have
creative, yeah.
a group like that.
Love it.
That would
Oh
be
my God! I can't find this. Did you block me, Fall River Communist Party?
Already?
We will message you.
We will. You know what that is? Don't call us. We'll call you.
Yeah. It's that voice on the side of the line.
Yeah.
But you never have a face for it.
Yeah.
You know-
That's gonna be them. We're never gonna know who this is.
Jody, give me
It's
some pinnacle
crazy.
painting up on the
It's
screen. David, talk to us. Talk to us. What's going on with pinnacle painting?
Yeah, as always, we have right now we're going into our busy season. We'll usually around springtime gets crazy. So I would say this is the best time to book once we get into that warmer weather.
You're working your availability now, right? Because you've branched
I've
out a little bit.
expanded a little
So
bit,
You've got
I
some
took on
help.
a couple of crews.
right?
Yep. So we're venturing off into that, making it a little easier for us to kind of breathe a little bit.
Yeah.
And I took on some more jobs, so we're definitely much better prepared this year.
Dude,
than we were
you're
last year.
such a niche, right? I mean, the work you do is like Picasso based, right? Let's just say, like, because I mean, dude, I watch what you do, right? And so, I'm getting to a point, and the point is, what if I don't want the Picasso, right? What if I have a barbershop, right, and I just need paint on the fucking wall, right? I want this to look pretty,
We could do that,
right? Like,
yeah, we offer that.
and I don't know. I know it's hard, and I'm going to say this, because I know you won't. It's hard to advertise that, right? To be like,
Correct.
hey, we provide a lower level of service.
Correct.
But the truth is, bro, if I'm not looking for, like, this isn't my home, right? Like,
Yeah.
I'm not parking my Maserati in this garage.
Correct.
I just want some paint on the walls. I want it to look pretty. That should be an option. And I don't ever see that on any of your posts. And I just wanted to give you the opportunity to offer that to people.
Yeah, I mean, I know sometimes people see my work, and I do post a lot of the work that we do, and a lot of it tends to be more on the higher end kind of a finish. But we do work. We do work for people who do work. We do work for people
work.
do work. We do jobs that are kind of like that. So we
Yeah.
have some realtor. I have realtor friends that call me and say, "Hey, listen, I don't need anything perfect. I just need to go in there, give it a fresh paint job, same color, nothing different." We offer that, of course. It's not something you display out there because, unfortunately, I'm a little bit of a perfectionist. So
Well, exactly. 'Cause,
I-
obviously, if it's my apartment and I'm like,
Sure.
hey, Dave,
Sure.
I don't really want to break the bank.
anybody. Listen, the way I look at it is anybody can throw paint on a wall, right? Anybody. So
I suck at
so you don't have to be professional just to put paint on a wall to make it look a little bit prettier, right?
Yeah.
But to do what we do takes skill. It takes a lot of patience. It takes time.
Day.
I
No
could do
bullshit.
that.
Yeah, yeah.
We did a logo change.
Yeah.
Right? The company I work for, we did logo upgrades. And so we had to pull all the little pieces off the wall. And it was like a stucco wall. So I just patched it. And I'm like, I just got to throw some white paint, call it a day. They can put the new sign up. Nobody's the wiser.
Yeah.
I don't even, till this day, I don't know where it came from, dude. I don't know if it was on my elbow. Dude, I got my truck. Dude, it was paint everywhere. It was like a murder. It was like a Smurf. I went at it with a Smurf. Dude, it was white. I'm like, where the, and I actually said it to myself. This is why people call Pinnacle painting.
Absolutely.
Because assholes like me, dude, can't figure out, dude, it's on the bottom of my foot. It's on my elbow. Dude, it's on my visor.
So many
dude,
times.
my Ray-Ban sunglasses.
Yeah.
I'm like, this is, good on
You
you.
know how many times we have phone calls for people just calling us and saying, hey, listen, I started a job. And I just don't have the time.
help.
I just don't have.
Please help.
I don't. Please, I didn't realize how much work this was.
Yeah.
Especially for those clients that want something nice. And I think again, they think it's just they watch these videos on Instagram, on YouTube.
They do it in this,
and they're like, oh wow, it looks great. But you don't realize a lot of those photos are edited after the fact.
Sure.
You're not seeing the lines. You're not running your hand across the wall. Do those things matter to everybody?
Yeah.
No.
Right.
But it matters to a lot of people, especially
Absolutely.
someone who's going to live in the home. They're a little bit on the neat side. They're very, very particular.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people like that in my space.
Yeah.
So that's when they hire me.
All right, dude, even the
Yes,
kid
that's
gets
right.
older. They no more pink in the bedroom. They want a new updated
Yeah.
That's
color.
me. I
Yeah.
can't see uneven paint. Or,
I walk
you know.
into every place, every store, someone's home, any place that's a building. As soon as I walk in, I'm already looking. And I can't help it. I'm looking at the walls. I'm looking at the cuts. You know how many times I've looked at these ceilings and trying to find the errors in this very room. It's just the way that I'm designed. But that also makes me. That also makes. Oh, he's got a big one over there. That's a fucking guy.
Anyway,
Put it up there. Put it up. To
Pinnacle
people.
Painting.
Yeah, but Pinnacle Painting. Like
What's
I said,
the number, bro?
774-322-3427. Give us a call. If you call us and mention the Bobby Kudo
Instagram,
show.
right?
Instagram is if you really want to see the work.
Yeah.
Definitely go on Instagram. It's just type in my page, Pinnacle Painting, co _co. You'll see all my work.
10% off,
10%
bitches.
off. Mention Bobby Kudo show.
Awesome. And you're going to be doing your Madrina's house, by the way.
Oh, maybe
Yeah, I'm going to do the whole, it's that one color, and I was just talking to her.
That's for free.
And
We don't charge for that
so
one.
I'll come do it with you.
That's for free.
Yeah.
You never charge.
Yeah.
You never charge.
Get
for
one of
me.
those infused things there. And then
Oh, so you could just keep on going.
dude, imagine how crooked. Forget it. Hey, Bobby, quick, stop right.
Could you base?
That's exactly what happened, dude. That's exactly what happened.
Poor thing. She wouldn't even say
But
anything. She wouldn't even say anything.
She wouldn't. She wouldn't.
She would
dude.
say something after, but
Yeah.
not when I'm there.
Dude, yeah, we should do it. Hey, we should mess around. Dude, we should do it. Dude, we should do it as a joke. Make it horrible, right?
And then just
Just be like-
we'll give you
And then, dude, and you're all proud in there going, what do you think?
What do you think?
Madrina?
What do you
think?
think?
What do
Pretty
you
good,
think?
huh? Pretty good.
Dude, we should do it.
David.
I bet.
Could
I wonder if she would say something.
Yeah.
We
I
should
don't
take
think
bets.
so. I
We
don't
should
think
take
so.
bets. We should take
Would
bets.
she say? She would say something to me. She might. She would definitely say something to you.
After you left. After you left, she would say something.
Oh,
Jody
that's
Joe, what do
hilarious.
you got going on, brother?
So I got
Man, Jody.
I don't got anything.
Yes,
going
you
on.
do.
Nothing?
You were talking it out there. You had some. You're doing it.
Oh nope. I'm not mentioning that yet.
Can't do that. Okay.
Nope,
Yeah,
nope.
top
not,
secret.
not
Top
mentioning that
secret.
yet.
Yeah.
But that's coming in March.
Okay. Well, if you got nothing, brother, at least let people know how they can get a hold of you and what do you.
You can get a hold on me. Okay. You can get a hold of me on Instagram, JodyJoe_official. You can I'm trying to think, Bobby. You can add me on Facebook, Jody Joe. I have a Snapchat too, but that's a little personal.
You have a what?
A Snapchat? You don't know what Snapchat is?
Yeah. So yeah, of course I do. I just.
Oh, yeah. Snapchat like
I
it's
thought you said
OnlyFans.
YouTube
Do you
personal.
know what
I'm like,
Snapchat is? Bro?
yeah.
Snapchat?
Well, other than that,
You treat
yeah.
Snapchat like OnlyFans.
Yeah. Zof.
Those are
Yeah.
only for the
Yeah.
dick pics. You feel me?
Whoa.
Yeah.
And what do you got, buddy? What do you got for
man.
us, brother? What's going
So,
on?
I have a lot going on. You
All
know,
right.
Jody's missing some of it, but so we.
That's
we're
why you guys are together, bro.
Yeah,
That's
you
why
know-
it
you
works,
know.
man.
We're coming back with Ant's Late Night Show, so season 2, right? We have we also have the New England Hip Hop Journalist Tour. We're on Artist Development Tour. We're stopping in multiple different studios in New England, giving artists an opportunity to be spotlighted, giving them a voice, and able to show their performance skills. You know, show what they got. You know, show not just New England but the world. You know, and then not just that. What else do we got here? Oh, so this is something huge. So. You know, this is to anybody that's in New England, particularly in New England.
Mhm.
So, if you notice that there's a new journalist in your city or town or wherever you're from, right? Make sure you take a double look, because it might be me. I've been doing the journalist thing in a lot of different towns and cities, just trying to connect with the people, build the base there, and build like a network of people that are finding out what's really going on with New England hip hop as well.
That's pretty cool. Yeah.
So, Southbridge, for example, I'm really big right now with Southbridge, Massachusetts. As far as collabing, I actually just got a venue to start throwing showcases.
Do we want to officially announce that now?
So we won't announce the date, but we will say this. So the Power Line is New England hip hop showcases that we put on together with DJ EA Sports, which is
one of the best DJs.
Sports. It's in the game.
Exactly, and that's exactly the introduction he needs every time, because he's probably New England hip hop's best DJ. I could say that. My opinion.
Dude, that was so close. They're gonna copyright us because I did that.
But we're starting to come back with the Power Line. Starting to really get into that. So it's gonna be dope.
Awesome.
But I definitely wanted to drop a couple shout outs too.
Sure, buddy.
Fall River Hip Hop. I wanted to shout out Biff the Don, Bryce, Drip. I wanted to shout out my guy 30 with Diamond Sound Studio. Inf. I wanted to shout out who else in Fall River Hip Hop? Pain Poet, Syfe. These are all my Fall River guys. I had to save this was reserved for this show specifically. I have to shout out my guys.
That's pretty cool. I was reserved for this. Yeah, that's a good job. Yeah.
It's awesome. Dude, you're doing great things, brother. I'm so grateful you came in today. And you're gonna come back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You already
And
know.
so
we have that
Listen,
idea. We'll run it by you a little
I'm
more.
still waiting for an invitation to the show. So I know Ant's late night's gonna happen. I'm hoping maybe, I don't know. I don't want to say it because then it's like you never buy me flowers.
We can be on your show. We have no problem being on your show.
I really want to stick my
I'm
finger
just
in
letting you
something.
guys know.
Yeah. I don't want to eat anything bad.
I'm just letting you guys know Ant doesn't want you guys on the show.
Oh shit.
Damn it. All right. Okay.
All right,
Well, it's fine.
We tried.
This is the first time this has happened to me. This has happened to me a couple of times, actually. Actually, last week,
Jody,
somebody else didn't
Jody,
want me. He's actually making a joke in a reference to into my.
You would believe that, Bobby?
Yeah, well, no.
Of
Yeah, there
course,
was
but-
somebody else that didn't want me on the show.
But I
either.
do gotta say, when we come to activity segment, it gets a little crazy. Jody, I don't know, I won't make you eat nothing crazy.
All right.
Because I heard that, and Jody kind of made me suffer with the chicken. We had the New Bedford's.
Hey, I suffered with you.
Oh yeah,
I
that's
suffered
true.
with
If
you.
I smoke, it's probably totally different though.
Yeah, hey,
No.
What's the grossest thing you would eat? Like, where do you draw the line?
Okay. So if that's the case, I got a show for you, David.
No.
I got a
Where
show for you.
would you draw the
What do
line?
you think,
I
Jody?
got
Spill your guts,
I
fill your
don't
guts.
eat like,
Yeah, bro. I might just have to take a trip to Portugalia.
Like cow tongue. Would you eat like a cow tongue? Would you eat?
We might keep it Portuguese.
Yeah. Would you?
I know you eat it in Portuguese.
Would you
Yeah, I
eat
don't-
tripe? Would you eat tripe?
I've had it.
No, like just like straight up tripe,
Just like not cooked.
No.
like boiled.
I don't
No.
like
I can
Boiled
tell
tripe.
you this. I could tell you this. There's few things.
Why would anybody eat
I
that?
won't eat.
There's a
few
lot of things
I won't eat.
So what does that mean? Like you're down for just quite about anything.
I'd eat just about anything.
I got a video of this dude eating a snail, bro. A fucking
Yeah, but that's
snail.
escargot, dude.
No, like a snail outside.
People pay for that.
No, not like a snail outside.
No,
Like,
escargot, bro.
Oh, like escargot. Dude,
Yeah, people pay for that.
we've been eating periwinkles
It's
our
actually
whole life.
premium.
Let's correct it. It was actually lapish.
Oh yeah,
Lapish.
lapish, bro.
disgusting.
Dude, I go to the beach and eat those
Disgusting.
with my finger.
Fucking disgusting.
Yeah.
Fucking disgusting.
And then we do the
why-
periwinkles.
that's why they
Remember,
have
remember the periwinkles at Ho's house? They put the pan. We all day. We'd spend all day picking them.
That thing
We'd boil them,
smelt
and
so
everybody
bad.
sit there with the needle, bro. We'd sit there with the needle. We eat
Something
You
it.
have to burn. You have to burn the end of the needle. Ooh,
Something I recently tried that
gross.
was new.
Why did we eat it?
New
was
and
good.
exotic for me.
Until I knew what it was.
In Puerto Rico, they call this the chicken of the tree, right? And what it was an iguana. I had
All right,
a
yeah.
roasted iguana,
Oh,
and
wow.
it was like almost like a pig roast, but it had rice inside, stuffed.
I've had
inside.
alligator before.
I would imagine it's similar, right?
Yep.
Yeah,
I've
alligator
had
is very
alligator
yeah. It
before
tastes
as
like
well.
chicken. It's very tender.
Yeah.
Did you see that in Florida? It gets cold. They all fall out of the trees, dude. There's like piles of them everywhere.
They make
Well, they go into hibernation mode. They're like,
Yeah,
like goats.
yeah,
like
done.
goats.
Yeah.
they make like iguana tacos.
Dude, when you walk around, hey, when you went to Puerto Rico and you walk around, people are like,
sausage, I
hey,
love
look, it's hey, Bad Bunny. Bad Bunny's over there because you look just like him, bro.
Oh,
You look just like him. Anybody tell you that? Anybody tell you that?
nobody's told me that. But
hey.
everyone said that I look Puerto Rican, which I'm not Puerto Rican. I'm
Yeah.
Portuguese, but I don't mind because I love Puerto Rican
Yeah,
people.
yeah, dude.
you know?
Puerto Rican people are beautiful. Yeah, they are. Yeah, you look like big guy, right? Doesn't he look like a little bit of? Hey,
I think so.
okay, do it. Go like this. Go. Hey, 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 hey. There it is, right there. Bad Bunny. Dude, Bad Bunny in the studio. I had no idea.
That's right. I was just at the Super Bowl.
Corey, thank you so much for being here, brother. I really appreciate it. Everybody, please support Troy City Mortgage, the official mortgage provider of the Bobby Kudo Show. Go say hi to my buddy Dave Pereira, 508-207-5864. And my boy will take care of you. You know, listen, best time. Like, the rates are coming down. Don't wait. Take your money, invest it. Your money sitting in the bank is so dangerous right now. You know what all the rich people are doing? They're buying property. They're buying liquid. They're buying because property's forever. So reach out to Dave. My man will take good care of you, and you can build that portfolio, right? That's all we're trying to do. I know Jordan's like on a buying spree. Like, he's buying everything. Like, Jordan says, hey, if you're selling it, I'm buying it. Good for him.
Good for him.
And, you know, I'm very sad about the restaurant, too, by the way. So,
yeah.
you know, I'm sad to see that the restaurant's no longer.
Great food.
Yeah, just
Is
good
it already?
energy, too.
Is it physically? Is it already closed already? Like
I
it's
don't
closed?
really
Or
know
is there
the
a
answer
date?
to that. I will say that I was surprised by the news, but dude, Jordan's a survivor, dude.
Yeah.
Like, you know, to me, I didn't look at this as like, yeah, I didn't look at it like, oh wow, I'm saying,
It's
myself,
just sad it
I
get
just said, I
closed.
wonder what he's on to next.
Yeah.
Like, that's because obviously he's on to bigger and better things.
they had great food.
Yeah, absolutely, dude. And he's good, dude. He's got the plan. Dude, with Jennifer, his wife. They raise their kids. He homeschools those kids, dude. You know what? He's one person that I use in this example as he doesn't talk to shit. He lives it. Like what he talks, he actually lives. And you know, a lot of his opinion, people may not like it, but it's coming from a truthful place. You know what I mean? So
I completely agree.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can hate. You can hate on him
Yeah.
all you
real
want.
I love him.
dedicated.
But he's just Jordan.
Yeah, it is what it is.
And you know what you get with him.
Yeah.
And that's it. And
Yeah.
listen, you couldn't ask for more in a person.
Yeah. Well, thank you for everybody
yeah,
for participating in the show today. Thank you so much for communists for joining for joining the show.
We'll find out who you are. We'll find out who you are.
Yeah, that's great. Oh, I don't want to know. I don't even want to know who it is. I just want them to join the show every week. Like, I expect them to be here. I don't want to know who you are. I think it's perfect this way. I think this is a beautiful relationship, and we just move forward with this because Karl Marx, he's like, you got to read some of this.
Karl
It's
Marx is a
hilarious.
great leader.
They said Jordan Sylvia is an honorary member of the party.
There you go. There you go.
He's a hero.
I mean, that makes sense to me. I can see that. Because he's a libertarian. He's a hardcore libertarian. So
Yeah, for
that's
sure.
libertarian, communist. Look, it's a fine line. It's close. I love you, brother. Thanks for being here.
Love you too, buddy.
I love you too, my man. Thanks for being here. Jody, I'd kiss you if you weren't a
having us.
man, brother. Thank you for being here. Audience, thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it. It's amazing to have these events. I know today it was really about having I just wanted to have a fun conversation today, man, because we've been so heavy lately, politics and so much going on. I'm like, you know what? Corey's the man to come in. Let's talk about the community again.
Yeah.
Let's talk about what really matters. And I hope everybody finds it receptive, right? I hope they enjoy this. I appreciate you guys. Thank you for being here. Everybody, thanks so much for being here. Remember to follow, like, and subscribe to the show. And remember, always remember that all roads lead here.
Peace.